Okay. Everything seems to be stable. Well, almost everything. Just gonna give it a minute until we actually start the stream. I really should get some sort of like bot in order to announce for when I'm doing streams on my Discord server. Because I have to do it manually every single time, and it's like, this gets taxing. First world problem, Spirit. Hey, what can I say? Alright, that should be good. Now that I've settled with the promotion, I have to fix the stream, because, like, I did not expect for the window to be that big. I probably, in hindsight, probably should have opened the game, like, last night when I downloaded the demo off of Steam, just to test out and see, like, how big the window's gonna be and the correct resolution and all that. I mean, a little late, of course, but I'm glad that Touhou games have fixed that issue I have had since, like, Touhou 6, where the screen resolution is just way too small, and if you even try to put it on full screen, it crunches the sprites. And as someone who has to dodge all of those crunched up sprites, I don't like that. I could shrink this down. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna copy and paste. Oh, here's... Okay, so I have it on window setting, but for some reason it didn't give me a window bar at the top, so I can't actually move the window. The game window is smaller than my screen resolution, and it's at the top left corner, which I don't like. Yeah, that's usually where I put it on the stream overlay for you guys, but for me it's always in the center, and I don't like that. So, let me just quit real quick. Open the game again. No, not Lightning Returns. No. I opened the completely wrong game. Oops. I had that page open on Steam earlier, and I was looking at that game, but wrong game. I have to configure that later, because I tried to play that with a friend, or I tried to help a friend of mine play it, but for some reason, like, classic Square Enix just has a big issue when it comes to optimizing their games on PC. Okay, it gave me the launch options for some reason. I guess since I opened it once, it's giving me this for the second time I'm uploading this, or opening this. Play Touhou Gensokyo Fossilized Wonders demo, or launch game setting custom program. Well, what happens if I go with the first one? Okay, it gives me the options. Good. So initially I went with borderless window, which is the second option, as opposed to the first option, which is borderless window dot by dot. Recommended. Let's go with that one just to see. Wait, this is borderless window. I mean, I could have borderless window, but the issue is I would have to adjust the screen, and I also won't be able to see your guys' comments unless I look at my phone. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work either. Also, geez, that screen is so big. Alright, let's go with an actual window setting. 1280 by 960. I guess that could be good. Let's try that. Oh yeah, that is the perfect resolution. That's what I usually use for these games. Okay, let's see if that looks good on my end. Wow, surprisingly still bigger. It's big on OBS, but I can easily fix that. Just gotta copy, paste reference. There we are. Take that off. And I'll just put that underneath my layout. All right. Now we just gotta fit it to the screen. Gosh, this game is chonky, apparently. There we go. Locked in, and you guys can fully see the screen now. Well, that took like 10 minutes or something. Alright. Jared, I'm pretty sure you're watching this stream, so just to let you know, I'm going to be playing this demo by myself since I want to get my first reaction to this, but don't worry, I'm doing another stream in like an hour or so, and that'll be in a voice call, so that'll be something to look forward to at least. Alright, took like 11 minutes to set everything up, but we did it. Now, let me check. Do I have anything... Now that I have this new background that is based off one of the Touhou backgrounds, I don't know, the entire stream just seems so bare. Like, yeah, the game is on the left, my character is at the bottom right, but, like, where's the pizzazz? So I'm gonna add the moreso gift. Gosh, it's been a while since I actually used this. I'm glad that it's back. And looking through some of my stream sources, I could see that oh gosh, back when the chat system was working for YouTube, so I was using this third-party program in order to have the YouTube chat show up on the stream overlay. Unfortunately, that doesn't work anymore for some reason, so no chat for the stream. I can still see the chat, but I can't have it on the actual video. It is what it is, you know. I know some people might find it a little distracting. It was nice to have it on the side. Okay, the volume should be good. I turned it down slightly. I can never tell with OBS's audio levels. They're always like very... They're very like weird. They're never the exact level that they're actually portraying in the preview. But it is what it is. Alright. Now we can finally start this. So hello everybody, this is Spirit Rosewolf, and today we're going to be doing something that I probably should have done like a whole week ago. This is the demo of Touhou 20. I believe this was released on the very first day of Reisetsai, I think that's what it's called. It's the big Touhou event in Japan that Zune has every single year, and during those events, depending on the year, of course, sometimes Zune takes breaks and all that, he shows off a brand new Touhou game. Usually it's a demo, and then the full game is subsequently released in like a couple of months from then. So we have Touhou 20, been like, what, 2-3 years since the last game? It's been quite a while. Now, for some reason, my stream says that it is not working, even though it is. The stream is healthy. Weird. Okay. We're doing good. We're doing good. Stream is working fine. Alright, this is the demo that is specifically on Steam, so anyone can technically play it. It actually took like a week for it to be released. I was planning on playing this a week ago, but then I got sick, unfortunately, so I wasn't able to play it. I have tried my hardest to avoid spoilers. I've even gone to great lengths to like turn off the bell notification for a lot of YouTubers that post about like Touhou stuff, just in case I would potentially get spoiled by one of those videos. Thankfully, most of the channels I didn't have to do that for haven't spoiled anything at all. You know, people were actually very kind about spoilers in this community, which I am perfectly happy for. Some, not so much, of course, but it is what it is. Bottom line is, I barely know the plot other than what was released on like an article when the game was announced. Like the concept of the game was announced. And I saw snippets of Reimu and Marissa's designs, which by the way, oh my gosh, they look amazing in this artwork. I love the texture work that Zune has on Reimu here. I'm curious to see what Marissa looks like. Hey, Jared. I see you, Jared. What are you smiling evilly about, I wonder? But I have to admit that I have seen, at a glance, a design of at least 2 characters. I have tried my best to, basically whenever they show up on screen, whenever I'm scrolling through YouTube, I just unfocus my eyes and immediately leave that space where they are at. So, while I do know that one of them is blonde and one of them apparently has like blue hair or something, that's all I really know about. And like, another spoiler that I know about apparently is that one of them is being compared to Nue, the alien from Touhou 12. I don't really know how truthful that is. I am not sure. We shall see. I don't know. But be that as it may, what are you posting in my server, dude? I can see you spamming me. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you're in the... Druid, I don't know if you heard this, but I'm gonna play this demo just for myself, and in like an hour from now, I'm gonna do a Megami Tensei stream, and that is when I will be on the voice call. Don't worry, Druid, I'm not going to just leave you guys out. Besides, I already promised Fire that I'd voice chat with her today, so... Be that as it may, let's get into this game. So I took the liberty of changing the music settings, and by the way, this is in Japanese, so we won't be able to understand any of the dialogue. In fact, before we begin, I guess I should probably check to see, do they have a yeah, they have a manual. Is there anything here that is actually referenced in English? Ooh, this is actually important. These are the keys in this game. So we have shot, spell card, slow, which is the shift button, and pause for escape. Surprisingly enough, we don't have any extra button in this game. There's no mechanic for the C button. So that leads me to believe that this game is mostly just heavily resource based than like a big attack base, a la Touhou 4, not Touhou 14. Kind of like the seasonal power from Touhou 16. We have crystals in this game, yeah, because apparently the big thing about this game is fossils. That is a very interesting shot type for Reimu. I don't really... that kind of gives me hints of like Aya from Touhou 11, where she's shooting like in 2 different directions. So we have a big red crystal, tiny red crystal, blue crystal, kind of looks like a helmet for some reason, and a green crystal. We also have some information, I'm guessing about like the crystal mechanics. There's talk about like red stuff, blue stuff. Oh, okay, so these are the resources. We have the obvious stuff like points, power, bomb pieces, light pieces, and then the crystals. So these are going to be stuff that I will collect throughout the game. Got it. I know, Touhou 20 hype. I am super hyped for this game. I've tried to avoid spoilers as much as possible, but, you know, it is what it is. I know, like, a couple of things. Thankfully, I don't know the story. So, we're gonna go through the game real quick, and then afterwards, I'm gonna open the wiki page and just look at the story to see what it's about. If anyone is wanting to tell me, like, what's going on with the dialogue or something, or characters, like, I am all for that. I mean, there's not much to spoil now that I'm playing the game, so you guys will still see my first reactions, and I'll mostly just be like, ooh, that character's cool, I wonder what their deal is. So we'll obviously be playing on normal mode. We have Reimu Hakure, which, yeah, she looks really good. She doesn't have the filter, the line filters that she did in the title screen, but still, Zun's art, pretty on point. She has a red crystal in the back too, and her gohei is still pretty long. Although it's been longer. Oh, I see where the length has gone to. It's Marissa's broom. Marissa's using red crystals as well. I would have thought she'd use a different color, but glancing at Marissa's design, I am really liking it. It has a strikingly dark form of black that I really like. Because, like, usually her outfit, her magician/maid outfit is usually portrayed to be like a little bit of gray or sometimes even blue, but this one is going like the full black coloring, the full black gradient, and I'm a big fan of that. In fact, that's kind of how I draw my character sometimes, dressed as Marissa. So she's got the typical like small dress, nothing really added to it, like no accessories. So this is actually the first time she's been pretty bare with her outfit for a while. I think ever since Touhou 10 or 13, it's kind of how it is. Every single game like tries to incorporate like a new like aesthetic to Marissa's outfit. Could not tell you much about the story, but I know like basic-ish facts about the characters. Can you collect my pages? Hey, Slenderman. Okay, so I'm probably gonna have to make use of the wiki page then after I do my first playthrough. Now, obviously, we're gonna be playing as Marissa. Do we get a option? Ooh, we get an option of like shot types. So there's the red crystal, and these are blank for some. Oh, they have descriptions. This is the main story stone. Main story stone, okay. It's a fucking Chaos Emerald. We have the narrow shot stone, the wide shot stone, and the assist stone. So these are the extra support adds to your shot type, apparently. I need to finish my yaoi. Oh, if it's a Touhou yaoi, I'm all for it. Or just a yaoi in general. So what I'm guessing is narrow shot type, or narrow shot is going to be the typical Marissa type. Wide shot is going to be similar to like Yuyuko from 7. And assist stone, you got me. And then we have this main story stone, which I'm kind of curious just to start with this, or just to see what will happen if I choose one of these. I'm going to try to choose this, because we're playing as Marissa, might as well go with the narrow shot type. We can. Wait, excuse me? Okay, so we have more resources. Whoa, alright, this game is giving me 18 vibes with how you can customize your shot types. Is this gonna be exactly like 18 and 18.5, where you have like this sort of roguelike aesthetic? I am genuinely curious, but let's go with the Infinity version. More options, alright. Oh, okay. I think I'm understanding it now. Never mind. So, from what I'm gathering with this is you can equip different shots, and you need to collect the different shots throughout the game, and these are the different shots that you collect. So we only start with the main story stone here, which is the red Chaos Emerald. Okay, I'm getting it now. I'm getting it. Let's just start them. Right, I'm curious to hear the music, so let's turn this up. Ooh. I don't know if it's because of the red Chaos Emerald, but the shot type is giving me vibes. Border of Idea. Ooh, that's an interesting location. It's using the same concept as the Marissa missiles that she's had for quite a while. I'll have to play through as Reimu to see like if Reimu also has these missiles, like whether or not it's an actual. Hello, Wonderstone appeared. Okay, this is suddenly UFO. Oh, great, it's UFO. Right, we defeated it. We are collecting the stones. They're very faint, but we are collecting them. And that initiated like a massive shot type. So this is very much similar, a lot more similar to UFO and Touhou 17 than I initially thought it would be. Wonderstone appeared. Is it because I collected a lot of those crystals? Probably. Oh, those fairies went straight onto me. Hello, character. You're using the same pose as Hisami from the last game. Well, I'm already really liking your design. It kind of looks like your dress is just made of laces. I'm gonna press the C button. I know the game didn't say anything in the manual, but okay, it doesn't do anything. Got it. Still the same amount of power. We have 0.4 or 4 point. And I apparently have a giant Chaos Emerald and 3 tiny ones. I have the red Super Emerald and 3 red Chaos Emeralds. I didn't realize this was Archie. Whoa, okay, now it turned into the white shot type for some reason. So those crystals are like a mini boss. How very, very fascinating. Wait, I don't need to pause this. Like, there's no dialogue that I need to read. Yeah, basically, you can equip the stones once you unlock them. Alright, so there's actually a lot of replayability for this demo. In which case, I should probably, like, push back my second stream for, like, an extra hour, because I feel like I'm going to be playing this for a while. just to see how much I can get out of this game. Alright, show me your design. I want to see. She has, like, a crown and a bunch of laces on her... Laces acting as a dress? Kind of just look like tentacles. Okay, those are laces. Chirizuka Ubami. Or Ubame. Okay. Ubame. That's a nice name. I like the hair, the hairstyle, the hair textures. Like, I said this in the last game, but Zun's art has been significantly improving with every single installment. And I know that, oh my gosh, that fucking Marissa face. Why does Marissa look so smug? I can't be distracted. I have said this before, and I know that Zun is mostly doing this type of art style for the sake of keeping up with the consistency of every Touhou game. Like, apparently his art has gotten better off screen. Like, he apparently draws significantly better. It's just that he keeps up with the style to keep up with the previous Touhou games. So, this is a very hyperactive Stage 1 theme. I'm liking it. So you're basically on Yokai... Oh, I'll read that after this. I did kind of... Ooh, nice, alright. So we're on Yokai Mountain. We're on some sort of border. There's a lot of... Oh gosh, those are 6-sided. Are they pentagons or hexagons? I think they're pentagons. Yeah, that kind of gives me vibes of something I've been watching recently. Digimon with the Kimontonku formation. Just like a bunch of, like, hexagons in the air. So, I'm assuming this has something to do with us entering into some sort of secret area, since it has to do with a border. Oh gosh, those knives. Now we're going with the full zoom, but, excuse me? She just yeeted a bunch of fairies at us. That is interesting. Wait, the Wonderstones activate in the middle of a boss fight? That's so cool. Okay. Not like UFOs at all, apparently. Oh, and it persists. She's going insane. Like, I think it's the music that's kind of giving me this vibe, but yeah, she definitely has this, like, insane aesthetic to her. I let the crystal get away. Oh, this pattern is really, really intricate. Honestly, this does not feel like a Stage 1 boss. Okay, I just noticed something. There's that gauge at the bottom left. The red crystal gauge, I'm assuming, and a green gauge. I don't know what the green gauge is. Maybe it's the green crystals that I can collect, but I'm assuming every time I fill up the red crystal gauge that's going to the right, I get that red crystal to appear. The Wonder Crystal, apparently. So you're actually on Yokai Mountain again, and Ubami here is the chief of the Yamamba on the mountain. Looking at her again, her wicked hairstyle and her outfit definitely gives me Yamamba vibes. In fact, the whole, like, sash over her left chest region is very much similar to the other Yamamba character. Yeah, I like it. I like the design. I'm curious to know exactly what her personality is like. Her pose giving like a sort of powerful stature. Like she's flaunting her strength apparently. And her theme is very indicative of being strong. Yeah, I gotta listen to that again. Alright, so we're going up Yokai Mountain again. Gosh, how many locations in Yokai Mountain are there, apparently? This is simple streaming, got it. Galaxy in the Sacred Forest. There's a forest on the Yokai Mountain. Well, I've always assumed that there was a forest in the Yokai Mountain just because that kind of feels like where the Yamamba would live. Or heck, the monkey character in the last game, Soon Beaten. It has been a while, but I still remember some of these names. Oh, okay, that is Yomu. That is the type of patterns that Yomu uses, and I do not like those. Gotta get out of that. These are aimed in my position, so restream. Oh gosh! Green crystal! Okay, I've summoned the green crystal, and I see the bar slowly going down. Alright. Does the green crystal... Oh, hey! This is the character! I'm wondering if, like, the big bar that leads upward is the one that gives me that extra, like, wide shot type. I have seen this character through a server I am in. Apparently, people have compared her to Nue. I do not know if that is actually fitting. Ooh, that is a nice effect of those yin-yang orbs spawning. I'm just gonna bomb this because it is kind of scary. Ooh, that was a close one. So that gave me a life, or a life piece. Good. Gosh, getting lives is... It kind of seems like it's going to be a little tricky in this game. But that's wanting to be seen. We shall see. I didn't really think too much about this, but I have also heard, just from in passing, that this game is also apparently kind of difficult. I don't know if that's because of like the whole demo thing, like, oh, every single demo for a Touhou game is usually just like significantly harder than the final game, just to give it a bit of a challenge. But again, that remains to be seen. So we're looking at a bunch of constellations in the background that are seemingly connected in some sort of web. That's fascinating. And you are very, very weird. You have leaves that kind of look like scales. You have some sort of hair that kind of gives me fox vibes for some reason. There's a symbol on your head that I can't... That kind of just looks like something from Legend of Zelda, but I'm not sure. If that symbol is supposed to mean something religious or mythological, I do not recognize it. Hoju Chimi. Wait. Nue's last name is Hoju, right? Or Hojo? Is she related to Nue? Is that why people are comparing her to Nue? I kind of feel like I'm a detective here, like trying to figure out what exactly is going on with these characters. I like this feeling. It's been a while since I played a Touhou demo before. I think the last one I played was Touhou 20. Oh my gosh, that fucking smirk. That's funny. That is really, really funny. I'm loving the faces in this game. Touhou 20, or not Touhou 20, Touhou 19's demo didn't really have any new characters. Touhou 18 did, but I think I played that game in full and not the demo. Ooh. Now this is giving me Nue vibes, yeah. That mysterious, kind of tense aura with the music. So if she is supposed to be like some form of Nue, wait a minute. She has like a mixed match of a lot of things in her design. Could she perhaps be some form of like a chimera? Like a Japanese chimera? That could be something. In fact, Nues and chimeras are usually portrayed to be sometimes the same thing, or a lot of people like to think they're the same thing. Actually, might it very well be. Her pattern is very, very fast. I've noticed that. Alright, raining bullets that part off. Okay. This definitely reminds me of the silly alien girl. Oh, really? Now? It's a yellow one, and it shoots spread shots. Okay, so I did defeat it, and then it gave me this shot for some reason. If I were to lose my life while I had this shot... Okay, I would still lose a life. Got it. So that just gives me extra power, I'm assuming. Oh, okay. That pattern is actually quite difficult. Well, let's try again. We have 5 credits, thankfully. Oh my gosh, 5. Can I just say, I have been playing Touhou 11 recently, Subterranean Animism, and it is such a breath of fresh air to actually have a continue system, a retry system. It is so nice. I don't have to restart the entire stage with 2 lives. Ooh, those look like flowers. I saw that happening. I saw them coming straight towards me, but it was too late. Whoa, this is kind of weird. Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Oh, damn it. So, no, this isn't like Mitsuhashi. They don't spawn at my direction. Or do they? Let me just come over here. Okay, they do spawn at my direction, but for some reason it kind of didn't feel like that. Alright, this second boss is kind of interesting. Whoa, I was scared by the effects right there. Bouncing off the screen. Of course. So, best thing to do is actually just to stay close to her. Honestly, yeah, knowing that, this spell card is actually not that difficult. Wicked pose, too. I'm liking this character. I'm liking both of the characters. Alright, now there's only one character left, and I'm pretty sure it's the blue-haired girl. Whatever her deal is. Some sort of, like, in-head dialogue that Marissa has there. Ooh. I don't know why this feels very, very Tron-esque. Awaken Altar Stones. Okay, so we went into a jungle, and now we're seemingly going to an altar inside of the jungle. There's a lot of crystals. It's really difficult to actually see the meter at the bottom left. I didn't actually notice it until, like, at some point in at the end of stage 1. Wow, this game really does like these yin-yang orbs to shoot the aimed diamond bullets. Alright, well, I need to regain some power. Great, a blue one. Honestly, the blue one is pretty doable. It's the red one that I kind of have problems with because it shoots downward, so it's really difficult to actually get it when you're using a shot type like Marissa, who just shoots one way. I didn't actually get him. Dang. Ooh, we're going inside the mountain. Okay. Very calming soundtrack for this stage, too. Ooh, don't want those guys to go underneath. Is that a fucking pyramid? Wait, I kind of feel like these guys are shooting revenge bullets at me. Come on, destroy, destroy, destroy. This is a bit much. Yeah, that's a fucking pyramid. It kind of looks like it's made of wood. It's made of wood. I mean, we already dealt with the Haniwa. Well, technically the Haniwa are made out of stone, not wood. I really like the breakdown of the song once we actually saw the pyramid. That was a pretty good moment in the stage. No mini-boss, though. Okay, we're obviously going to encounter the boss. What's going to happen if... Alright, I killed it just in time. I was kind of wondering, what would have happened if we encountered the boss and the crystal was still there? Would he still shoot at us while we were performing dialogue? Would have been funny. The game has significantly harder patterns than some of the other games. It's been compared to LOL-K in that regard. Ooh, and I'm one of the advocators who say that Touhou 15 is a great place to start with Touhou because of the I want to be the guy mechanics, but the game's patterns are still difficult. So that's saying something. All right, this is the character I got spoiled by in terms of the design. Hey there, Reese's does stuff. Nice name, nice name. I have no idea what's happening. Sample of the Touhou plot. It's kind of just what Touhou is, yeah. I don't know what's going on either because, you know, this is the demo and I don't know Japanese. Now, this is the first time actually seeing her full design. All I knew was that she had blue hair, and I thought she was wearing a hat just from the small little preview that I squinted at. This character is giving me Egyptian vibes. She has like keys for earrings. She has some sort of like scepter that's shaped like a question mark. X's and O's on her stockings. Kind of gives off that archaeologist feel too with her outfit and the pouches on her dress. An Egyptian archaeologist. I don't know, I like this. There was a Touhou fan game that was all about Egyptian gods, and like Seth was like the final boss, I believe. So this is reminding me of that. I don't know if we're going to go into some sort of like Egyptian-based story, but oh, Mishigami Nareko. Mishigami. Like I was about to say, that kind of sounds sort of Westernish for the first half of the name, but then Gami gives me like an Eastern vibe as well. Very, very confusing character. I think that's the deal with this installment. If that's the case, then I'm looking forward to that. I think at this stage you're in some hidden land either below or outside the mountain. It must be like protected by a border or something, considering the first stage was stated to be like a border of idea. Stage 3 has my favorite song in the demo, both the stage and the boss. Ooh, can't wait to hear the boss theme. But yeah, that stage theme was really, really good. This is Nadeko and she... I like it already. It's pretty energetic. This is Nadeko and she's become like one of my favorite characters very quickly. Her design is cute and her fight's fun. Ooh, okay. I already like her design a lot. Just... I knew she had blue hair, and I'm a sucker for blue hair, but like the entire aesthetic of being like an archaeologist while also Egyptian is really, really neat. And she's very unique in the franchise. Fossilized Wonders, I'm guessing that's to deal with old stuff like the 7 Wonders of the World. Ooh, maybe like we'll deal with more stuff besides Egyptian themed. I'm kind of curious with that. Heck, you know what character would fit this game a lot? Usami Sumireko. Considering she's supposed to be like this occult influencer slash fan. She would probably be all over this type of stuff. Oh, that's an X. Oh, what is this dragon sort of thing? Okay, I was supposed to get out of that. Is it aimed at, like, my position? No, okay. What happens if I started, like, higher on the screen, I wonder? Oh, I saw the openings. Ooh, that's lasers. Good thing they're not fast-acting lasers. That's really cool, though. That harmonizing with the music. Gotta get to her, gotta get to her, gotta get to her. Problem. Oh, that was a close one. I don't have any lives or bombs, so this is gonna be interesting. What is this? Parting the seas business. Oh, I must have gotten like a power-up to get it out of the way. Oh, that is so cool if it wasn't trying to kill me. Something tells me I needed to, like, go into the pattern. What if I... Okay, so maybe if I get close to her, it will spawn higher on the screen, which will make it easier to dodge. Alright, these are fast-acting lasers. Good thing they're very easily telegraphed by the fact that the openings are huge. Alright, this one's actually way more doable than the first version of this. You know, not unless you get, like, blindsided by all those, like, white bullets. Alright, this is like her first spell, but small little lines instead of big ones. Oh, okay, now it changed. Now it changed drastically. I saw that, by the way. I guess when I do have that, like, energy aura, I can take a hit. She's not done yet. Wow. Lots of spells on this girl. Oh, they're curvy. I haven't even fought Sho yet. That's really cool, though. That's really, really cool. And very, very disorientating. Okay, once you get used to it, it's actually not as bad as you think. It's just really scary. It's like border wave and particles. It's just way too scary, but you need to calm down in order to get through it. That's true. Actually, advocate Sumireko for one of the main characters or bosses. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I would like for her to be a playable character in like an actual mainline Touhou game that's, one, not a fighting game, and two, not a photography spin-off. Like, she's cool, but I would actually like her to be playable. Have, like, a genuine shot type that's not just using, like, photography tools and all that. There's also a part where some people commented that part of the theme sounds like Chimada. Ooh. I'm trying to think, like, what's the... If there's any sort of, like, comparison between Chimada and some form of, like, Egyptian mythology. And, it's coming up blank, but that's interesting. I personally have always liked Chimada's theme, so... To be fair, curved bullet patterns isn't as BS as curvy lasers. Too true, not Dokuta Leto. Also, hello. Yeah, curvy lasers are just an absolute bitch to deal with. I have tried to practice recently on a show in Touhou 12, and she is always my end runner. Alright, so now that we've gotten through all the 3 stages, do we get some sort of like collectibles that we can put onto Marissa at the beginning of a playthrough? Because I'm curious to try out like more shot types. Oh, we got an achievement. Oh, wouldn't know I don't have any of the mainline games. Ah, that's fair. Well, this game will be released on Steam, along with pretty much most of the of the mainline games, including a small amount of spin-off games. So anyone who is curious to try this out, definitely. I am having a lot of fun with this demo. Demo. Gotta love the return of that noise. So, if we were to go back... Oh, you don't have Steam, unfortunately? Ah, unfortunate. Yeah, besides Steam, the only way to get these games are through certain methods, but I do not endorse that, but there are ways to find it. That's all I will say. Okay, so we get access to one of these crystals. So if we were to equip that onto here, that would just add that to our narrow shot type? I wonder what that would do for us. Well, we tried out Reimu, or we tried out Marissa. Let's see what happens if we try out Reimu. Oh, she gets a different crystal. Oh, we can switch out the main crystal. Okay. So Marissa used the diamond. That... Huh. I kind of wish I had like some form of description. Also, I just realized the background of the character, the portrait actually changes depending on which crystal color you're using. That's really cool. Okay, well, give me a minute, everybody. I am going to move my other stream to like an hour from now, because like I want to play more of this game. I want to see what more I can do with this. Because I have another I have a Megami Tensei stream in like an hour from now. I'll set it to, or in like 10 minutes from now, but I'll set it to an hour. All right, there we go. Hey, been a while since I've been here. Hey, freak, no worries. We're just playing through the Touhou 20 demo. I finished my first playthrough of it. I'm impressed by this game. Loving the characters. Absolutely love most of the music. Like, I definitely got to listen to it in the background again. Now we're going to try out Reimu and see what differences she has. I just found out that you can give them like different main shot types. So we tried the red one. I don't know what the difference is between the red diamond and the red clusters, but I want to see what blue does. So let's try blue piece instead of like blue oval. Wish I had like the wiki page open. What does the crystal do there? I'm not sure. You know what? I'm gonna open the wiki page real quick just to see. Touhou 20. There's probably some form of something here. Okay, gameplay. I'm already seeing something. The effect of the incident attack is determined by the main story stone, and the story scenario is determined by its color: red, blue, yellow, and green, with 2 incident stones for each. Okay. It gives me a list of all the things. Upon first starting the game, the player can only select the main story stone, with the other 3 slots being assigned common magic stones, which mimic the effect of the main story stone in their shots with reduced effectiveness. After clearing the game with a certain main story stone, the player can use that incident stone in another slot in their choice, allowing for highly customizable builds combinations. Yeah, I'm noticing that. So this game really is like pulling the exact same roguelike aesthetic from 18, and I am all here for that. Instead of cards, we're using crystals. So the 2 red crystals are the Scarlet Devil crystal and the Creature Red crystal. The Scarlet Devil, which looks like the cluster, provides forward focus shots and passively increases focus attack damage. Incident attack replaces the player's shot with a barrage of piercing talisman / lasers. Oh. And the Creature Red, which we used on Marissa, provides widespread shots and passively increases the fill rate of the incident attack gauge. Incident attack replaces the player's shot with a barrage of talisman missiles in the wide area. So that's why Marissa constantly got those like widespread shots. Fascinating. All right. I should have went with the Scarlet Devil one then. Also, nice name. We have the blue ones, which are called Snow Blossom and Blue Season. The yellow one, which is Yellow Subterranean and Imperishable Moon. And then we have the green one, which is Beast Hardness and Shintoism Wind. All seem to be based off of different Touhou games / characters. So for the blue one, we have the Blossom, which provides homing / scattered shots and passively increases unfocused attack damage. And then the big one is The blue season provides both forward and backward shots and passively causes power items to drop more often. Incident attack deletes bullets behind the player for its duration. Okay, that's interesting, but kind of just sounds like something I probably wouldn't use. What's the incident attack for Snow Blossom? Replaces the player's shot with a barrage of homing talisman / icicles. I kind of want to try the Snow Blossom because that sounds fascinating to me. Yeah, subterranean. I noticed that reference. So there are story changes. Okay, so it's kind of like the beast system in 17, where dependent on which beast you go with for your character, their dialogue ends up changing with the enemies. I like that. I like that concept. So again, lots of customization. I am really liking how this game is playing out. I guess we would need to complete the game with the diamond in order to unlock the red cluster. Okay, so right now we're using the Snow Blossom, because apparently that one will give me talisman and icicles. It's a non-forward focusing shot type, which, you know, I've never been a fan of, but we'll just try it for Reimu's sake. There's so much art of Naruto after this game came out. Oh, I can believe it. A day or two after I saw the announcement for the demo, which was a few hours after posted, I saw a YouTube post for Naruto. Wow, already, yeah. I got spoiled by it from a random YouTube video, but thankfully I didn't look at it for long enough, so I only just saw the blue hair. I didn't notice the whole Egyptian aesthetic. And then there was the Hojo character in the Hojo, or however you pronounce it, in the second stage. That one got spoiled to me in a server that I'm in, but I, again, didn't look at their designs, so I only just saw like snippets. I know that they had white hair. I know that people were associating them with Nue Hojo, which I'm still wondering, are they actually related? I guess time will tell. So already, the Yang Yang Orb is circling around me, kind of like a Yukari shot type in Subterranean Animism. And I seem to be doing more damage when I am not focused. This is going to be a little weird because I've never been a big fan of like non-focusing for a long length of time, but I kind of have to get used to that. Especially with later Touhou games that I'm going to effectively play for this channel. Like at some point, I just gotta get used to it. Like right now. I'm curious to see what like the incident attack is gonna look like. Oh, that was weird. It kind of just looked like a bunch of circles just came out of Reimu and went to the bottom of the screen. Maybe they were chasing something? I don't know. Alright, here's the Yamamba chief, apparently. Yeah, seriously, those like hexagons in the background kind of just give me like Kimon Tonko vibes. I'm really wondering like if we are stepping into some sort of like forbidden border. Heck, this might be like an explanation for why we never noticed these like Egyptian type of characters. Maybe they were trapped behind a border or something. Again, I'm focusing way too much on being focused. I need to just let the shift bar go so that my okay, that's what that does. I didn't try to press the focus button when that happens. If I press the focus button, does that stop? I wonder. That's interesting. All we have to do is Google Translate, get other people to translate for servers, or wait for the English translation. If I remember correctly, there are no English translations at the moment, but there was a translated script on the wiki. So actually, I have the wiki page open. Let me see if I can find something. Story. We have a prologue, Reimu scenario, and Marissa scenario. Prologue is actually pretty quick. There was the feeling that something happened in Gensokyo. However, few people noticed this. What the abnormal reaction that could be seen clearly was, okay, two wases apparently, the sanctuary. In other words, an untouchable ground that exists on the mountain's foothold. And the power of incidences. Clad with all the incidences she had resolved up to this point, she sets out to challenge the enemy in the sanctuary. Wait, do you mean to tell me that this game is some form of like crossover for every single incident so far in the entire franchise? No wonder every single crystal is named after like some previous game like Scarlet Devil and Imperishable Moon. That's very fascinating. Okay, so that doesn't disappear when you focus. Good. I wouldn't want it to. Oh yeah, that red crystal's really, really annoying. Collect all the crystals, there we go. Collect all the crystals, we need to fulfill our focus. Great, I have Final Fantasy on the brain. Is it just me, or was this pattern completely different when I played it as Marissa? Okay, I'm not gonna speak too soon, but I probably don't remember it. But are the spell cards different depending on which crystal / character you choose? That knife was right in front of me. Okay, no, this is the exact same. All right. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention because this one was way too striking. Yeah, I think I probably chose the wrong shot type because I feel so weak compared to like Marissa or something. Yeah, right. I think I'm gonna just restart and go with a different crystal. That type of shot type is not for me. Let's go with the, I don't like back shots, but we'll try it just because. Gotta have all the crystals to turn Reimu yellow. She's gonna be super yellow Reimu by the time we get to the super boss. Okay, so it's not like Aya's shot type where you can just aim the two shots. It is literally just forward and back. And they also seem to disappear when you're not oh, that one's also aimed. I noticed that. One of them seems to be aimed. Oh, that's what it meant by the description. It aims at things when they're behind Reimu. That is very situational. What the heck? Yep, that's definitely a backshot type. Zuna has kind of been obsessed with those for a while. Don't know how to feel about it. Come on, destroy the blue crystal, destroy the blue crystal. There we go. Again, it's oh, that is so interesting. Is that like an AoE field that goes higher the more you're... Oh, okay. It erases bullets too. Whoa. Okay, not a fan of the backshot types, but that effect sounds really, really cool. Or seems really cool. I want to try to experiment more with it. I noticed that there were a couple of bosses, like the stage 2 boss, that did shoot stuff from behind, or from behind Reimu, or stuff that bounced behind Reimu. I'm curious how the shot type will work with her. Unfortunately, the effect only happens when I'm not focused. Honestly, if the effect was still... If the homing effect was still there when I wasn't focused... Oh, I can already see the effect happening of the border underneath me. Yeah, if it was able to aim even when I was focused, I think that kind of would be overpowered. Yeah, I think Reimu does better with more focused crystals, because generally she has average stats except for her hitbox, which is smaller. Yeah, the small hitbox has always been a good thing, which is kind of why I probably should have played as Reimu with like the red crystals. A little unfortunate. Hopefully the green and yellow can give me some form of extra power. Alright, let's try this boss again. I want to see. Yeah, that does just erase bullets. Again, kind of difficult to use, because most of the bullets aren't going to be behind you. But that's really, really interesting. There's also like some form of spread to Reimu's shot as well when she's focused, which is kind of unorthodox, really. I don't know how to feel about that. Uh-oh. I'll say it once and I'll say it again, those red UFOs are... or I keep calling them fucking UFOs because like I'm so used to that game. The red crystals, the red wonder crystals, are super annoying. Oh, yay, I can erase some of these things. Awesome. Wow, they also erase to my side if I'm like at the bottom of the screen, so that makes dodging to the sides actually really, really good. Ooh, I wonder what would have happened if I was like underneath her when she activated her spell like this. Okay. I could potentially deal like a sick amount of damage if I wasn't blindsided by that blue wonder crystal. Okay, I'm getting kind of sick of the crystals. I'm getting sick of the crystals specifically showing up in the middle of boss fights. Oh, damn it, I was going to erase these big yellow ones. That would have been neat to do. Oh, this really does not feel like a stage 1 boss. At the very least, this pattern doesn't feel like a stage 1. Omnidirectional dodging should only be reserved for like stage 2 or stage 3. Yeah, I am severely underpowered with Reimu here. That could be a problem. Alright. Oh, I can start right here, actually. Yeah, if I aim downward like that, I can take out a bunch of these yin-yangs. This really does require me playing in such a weird, unorthodox fashion that I am super not used to. But you know what? This is actually kind of fun practicing. Like, fucking look at this. I am not used to doing stuff like going to the top of the screen to dodge stuff, but this kind of reminds me of, like, SA extra stage, so this is stuff that I kind of have to learn in the future. Oh, hey, look at that. I can just dodge all this. Wow. Oh, I got hit by a bullet, I think. That's a lot of fantasy orbs. Wow, I can just like go all the way up. Okay, so it slowly follows me, the wave of erasing, the wave of erasure, that's what I'm gonna call it. It slowly follows me, so if I were to like go up really fast and then just rush downward, that can erase a decent amount of bullets. I hate this boss. I hate this boss's pattern specifically. That non-spell is kinda trippy. I honestly don't know how to feel about that. Yeah, this is definitely going to require like a lot of practice if I want to use like the blue crystal. The blue crystal is fun, but again, very, very weird and unorthodox. That's such a weird mechanic. That's such a weird little like niche to that mechanic, just being able to erase the bullets really fast by rushing to the bottom. I kind of like that. I'm not crazy about this, but man, there's a lot of like little niches to this shot type that kind of just makes me want to use it more. Has there ever been like a shot type that's been like that for me in previous games? I mean, the otter doesn't really count in Touhou 17 because everybody uses the otter. I guess me trying to use Marissa in any game beyond Touhou 14. Because let's be honest, she's incredibly niche once Zune stops giving her like high power shot types. I guess Marissa B from 14, whichever is the one that doesn't let her use whichever is the one where her bomb is just a literal sun that you can collect points in. I guess that one's more like cheaty than niche. Although there is like a niche aspect to it if you want to like grind resources in that game. I don't know. This one just really sticks out to me. The big blue crystal. I think once the full game comes out, I'm gonna have to play this like multiple times to unlock everything. And obviously get better, but I really want to do a playthrough with like the blue crystal. Whoever's going to be another playable character in this game, if we do get another playable character, if their shot type innately works well with the blue crystal, I want to try to use it. Should have grabbed focus-based crystals. Yeah, should have. I learned my lesson, unfortunately. Unfortunately, a little too late. Marissa's shot sometimes goes down before coming up, or it starts slower than the speed up. Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious about like the green and yellow crystals at this point. We're gonna keep going with this. If I reach like a dead end to where I can't really progress because of the crystal that I'm using, I'll probably just like move on to the next crystal. Okay, this boss really isn't good for like shooting from the back. Oh, fucking... I was so close to getting blindsided by that thing. I'm glad that they don't shoot immediately. Fucking look at this. Look at this. Okay, I got hit there. But like, I was able to erase a bunch of bullets. Now I just need to actually get to her and shoot her down. There we go. Okay, not that powerful. Whoa, she's twisting. I saw that. Her sprite is like twisting whenever she does that attack. That's really neat. Okay, I could just make this spell my bitch, apparently. What the fuck? This is so unfair. That is super unfair, and of course the yellow wonder crystal is here to make it less unfair for me. Oh gosh! I am so glad that when you destroy the crystal, it destroys all the bullets on screen. Oh right, she has another spell. What does she do here? Right, this one! This is the one where I can just stay high on the screen. Oh my gosh, I got blindsided by that. Like, yeah, this is where this shot type really shines. Our focus apparently does more damage, from what I'm noticing. I think I'm thinking about Touhou 7. I played a lot of Marissa in Touhou 7, so I'm trying to, like, recollect. She has two shot types in that game. One is the illusion lasers, and the other is the Christmas trees, the magic missiles, which I like to call Christmas trees because that's what they look like. The illusion lasers had this sort of kink where they would constantly disappear and reappear. And the further you go along with the shot type's power, the longer they will keep on screen. And then the magic missiles are just like base damage. They're base damage but have no spread whatsoever. Honestly, I loved the magic missiles in that game, because gosh, that was when Marissa was at her most powerful. And I kind of missed that in every subsequent game after that. Touhou 8 kind of had a really powerful Marissa, but that was only due to a glitch. The malice glitch, as I like to call it, where you could just constantly change your character with the shift button to Alice, and for some reason that will keep the effects of her lasers on screen, and so you'll be doing double the damage that you normally would if you were either of their shot types. So Marissa just becomes a walking nuke for every single boss. It's really fun. Honestly, I love playing Touhou 8 with Marissa and Alice. It's quite enjoyable. So I'm kind of wondering, like, maybe I could give the blue crystal to as a secondary crystal to one of my characters, and I can just have this, like, extra homing effect. That would be nice. I wouldn't mind that, actually. Okay, I wanted to at least deal a tiny bit of damage with my with my back shot. I wanted to show them my back shot. No, Reimu, no! We're not on that side of the fandom, please. Okay, yeah, we couldn't kill that fairy. This part of the stage is very pretty. Oh, we're getting to my favorite part of the music, too. Oh, nice. So these guys apparently shoot revenge bullets at me. So what I want to do... So I want to just kill them, and then use my blue aura to erase those bullets. There we go, nice. Now whenever they're shooting revenge bullets, it's a giant wave of revenge bullets, got it. Yeah, this is definitely a track I'm gonna have to listen to off screen. Alright, we're almost done. Come on, come on! I know you want to destroy this fairy. Gosh, this death fairy is so tanky. I don't know if I actually killed the fairy or if I just killed the Wonder Crystal. And that subsequently ended the stage. That was pretty weird. That's a pretty funny glitch. Oh yeah, it actually allowed me to like 1cc that game. Unfortunately, because of all like the nuances of Reimu's small hitbox being really handy, I can't use Malice in the extra stage of that game because like I can't do like the fun exploits of like getting to the bottom of the screen and just dodging all the bullets, or being able to like get really lucky with Kane's spell cards. It's too much. I forgot, but someone already made a Naruto theme remix. It's called Naruto theme, but oh, nice. It took a really long time for people to make remixes of the Touhou 20 or Touhou 19 songs. I keep saying the wrong one. But I'm looking forward to the subsequent remix of this game because this song is awesome. I also like the Hojo Girls theme. Hoju, however you pronounce her. It's gonna take a while. Okay, yeah, from what I'm gathering, it does seem like my non-focus shot type is more powerful. Well, at least that's my first continue in this particular playthrough. I wanted to see if I could actually get... Oh, wow, I guess I'm just gonna trivialize this spell card now. Oh, this is sad. Well, I can't trivialize it anymore. Oh, thankfully I killed it. That's so funny. There's gotta be a lot of save spots in this game to where you can use this blue crystal. I'm calling it now. It's gonna be like Parsi's mid-boss non-spell, or like a bunch of Madara spells where you could just stick to the top of the screen or in like a tiny little safe spot, that's gonna be a lot of fun to like practice and figure out. Oh, let's just... Well, so much for the spell card. This is cheating. This is almost cheating. Damn, I actually kind of feel bad with how cheaty this shot type is, but I really like the concept. I don't know, Zune did really good with this blue crystal. Like, usually with back shots, they're just like, oh, it's a back shot. They're only going to be incredibly niche and only useful, like, once or twice. Nope, apparently this has, like, a bunch of uses. Gosh, and it's so spammable, too. Like, you could collect crystals really, really fast. It came back again! What the fuck? That was so fast! Like, watch. Someone's gonna find, like, a big strategy day one. Oh, gotta focus on this. Oh, damn it! Wasn't fast enough to get to the opening. Oh, this is one where I have to, like, unfocus my eyes. Yeah. This is actually kind of reminding me of Narumi and one of her spells. Or all of her non-spells that revolve in, like, twisting stuff. So anyways, what I was gonna say was, imagine someone finding, like, a day one workaround, like, a specific combination of crystals to where you could just spam that aura to just destroy all the boss's patterns. It's like, oh, the final boss wants to shoot a bunch of stuff at me? Not anymore! I like how some fans call the Hojo girl Chimichanga. Because she's wrapped like a chimichanga. So is she supposed to be a chimera? Is that what we're supposed to get from her design / personality? Because it kind of feels like she is a chimera. Backshots don't only give backshots. The fans have been trying to tell us all these years, the fans on the other side of the fandom that we don't talk about, the backshots really are the best thing about Touhou. Just not the way they expected. Okay, so now that we completed a playthrough with the blue crystal here. Speaking of which. Blue. We're going to get the blue crystal to equip, I am assuming. So... yeah, we get the blue crystal. So we have multiple different options here. We have the narrow shot, the wide shot, and the assist stone. I'm going to take another look at the wiki real quick just to see like if there's any more information. Also, I'm going to open Marissa's scenario because I actually kind of want to know the dialogue here. Collecting incident stone fragments will also contribute to a gauge that, when full, spawns an incident enemy of one of the 4 colors, each with its own attack pattern, even during boss fights. Yep. Destroying incident enemies will reward the player with a large amount of point and power items and additionally a spell or life piece after certain amounts of them are killed. Okay, so it literally is like the UFO / spirits. Got it. Incident enemies of given color become stronger each time they are spawned. Ah, no wonder they were getting less easier to deal with during the 3rd stage. I don't see anything in relation to what like assist and wide mean. Just want to check real quick. Okay, so apparently people have translated the manual. That's cool. We have controls, basic gameplay, boss battles, incident stones, incident stone fragments, and incident attacks. Incident enemies, characters, screen layout, unlockable features, full unlock code. Wait, there's a full unlock code? Hold on. Oh, it's apparently blank. I guess someone hasn't translated that yet. That's interesting. So in case anybody wants to like get through the game and use all of these like options without unlocking them, there you go. Okay, here's a legend list here. Incident stones. Okay, so this gives me like a basic description of like the main story stones. Oh, okay, yeah, this tells me like what each stone does. There's the main story stones, what they do for the shot stones, and what they do for the assist stones. Assists from positioning of options and angle of fire. There are no significant differences in shot patterns, whether the stone is equipped in the widespread shot or the narrow shot type. Huh, alright. So, for assists, Scarlet Devil increases attack power when focus. And we unlocked the blue season, and that allows us to have power items drop more often. I see. Increases attack power when focus with the Scarlet Devil. So really, I would want to equip the Scarlet Devil onto here. Onto the assist stone. That'll increase my focus power. For narrow and wide, however, those are the shot types. So we unlocked Blue Season. So what that does is shoots forward and backward shots at an enemy and line. Okay, so basically the exact same thing. Wide shot type, narrow shot type. So wide shot type probably means unfocused, while narrow shot type means focus. So if I were to put this on narrow, would that mean Marissa's focus shot type is now incorporating that aiming mechanic? Okay, this is interesting. Let's experiment. So now we're gonna go with a different crystal. We have the yellow crystals and we have the green crystals. Let me take a look at the wiki to see what they do exactly. For main story, we have the tiny yellow subterranean. Creates a barrier which absorbs hits while the hyper is active. Each absorb hit drains hyper duration. Oh. Oh, and apparently both I just realized this. It's giving me two lists. Raymoon, Marissa have two different effects for crystals. All except for the yellow crystals and the green crystals. Apparently they both have the same effect for those. So the blue season, apparently for Marissa, deletes all bullets behind the player up to half the screen and causes backward shots if the corresponding shot stone is equipped to aim at enemies behind her. Huh. I don't know why that's different compared to Raymu's. Raymu says and adds a backward shot that aims at enemies, while Marissa says and causes backward shots if the corresponding stone is equipped. Okay, so maybe if I have to equip the corresponding stone, then I'll get the back shots. Okay, I think I understand it now. All right. So what do the yellow crystals do? The yellow subterranean gives me a barrier, while the imperishable moon, the big one, gives me options if the corresponding shot stone is equipped. Okay. Turns bullets into homing revenge bullets on contact. When the hyper ends, all bullets on the screen is also cleared and becomes homing revenge bullets. So, my character gets to shoot revenge bullets at the boss? That sounds interesting. What about the green ones? We have the small one, which is Beast Hardiness. If the hyper ends without the player getting hit, a spell fragment is created. Oh. And the big one, Shintoism Wind. Launches a spear forward that damages enemies and destroys bullets. Ooh, I kind of want to use that one. A big attack? Don't mind if I do. Based off of Sane, I'm guessing. Lucky we got the translation. I know, right? Maybe I am glad that I waited a good week to play this game, because now I'm understanding all these like mechanics without actually being able to read them inside of the game. Honestly, I feel like that there has to be 4 incident resolvers for this one for each color. Indeed. That's why I'm wondering, like, so if Marissa is probably associated with like yellow or blue, who would the green/yellow or green/blue represent? Green is probably someone like Sane. Like, that would make the most amount of sense. But they could also like incorporate Sakuya for the blue crystal. I feel like even though we got them in the last Danmaku game that wasn't like a versus game, which was Touhou 18, I feel like Sakuya and Sane would work as the 2 extra characters in this game, because Sakuya is like a representation of the first Windows era, while Sane is a representation of the second Windows era. And if this game is supposed to be like this big crossover of everything in relation to like the Touhou series, including like past incidences, then it would be fitting to have 2 characters that would represent each era. I don't know, that's just my theory. I really do hope that at the very least we get Sakuya, because it's always nice seeing Sakuya, and that's not dissing my girl Sane. I love Sane, but like, Sakuya deserves it. Give Sakuya another chance to be in the mainline Touhou game. Exactly, she deserves it. Alright, so with my theory on how the shots work, the blue should allow me to have some sort of like blue effect on my focus shot, while this will increase my actual focus shot damage, and the green will, like I said earlier, shoot a giant orb at the enemies for some reason. Yeah, let's test it out. Ooh, Yomu could also be green too. Oh! Okay, it gives me the frog abilities. That makes sense. And there it is. Yep, the back shot. Okay, it doesn't aim, but it does give me a back shot, so that's something. Border of idea. Well, I mean, back shot is back shot. I mean, we're experimenting after all. Alright, let's immediately summon green. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna see the big green effect any minute. I'm curious what this giant Orby is gonna look like. Oh, that is just straight up Marissa's bomb in DDC. It's like her bomb, but it doesn't last nearly as long. That's cool. I kind of wish the game would give me like some sort of warning on when that attack would activate, because looking at the bottom of the screen really is a bit distracting. In any case, I'm just going to try to collect as much power as possible, while also just trying to build up my meter again. So those green frogs are in fact splash damage too. So if I were to start... Okay, shot it at the top of the screen. Maybe wasn't that useful. I wonder how much damage that'll do against the bosses. Well, either way, I haven't tried the yellow crystals yet, but I'm already getting the indication that was unfortunate, but we're gonna move on. I'm getting the indication that the blue crystal might possibly be the otter of this game, where like it's incredibly overpowered on bosses and really helpful for defensive purposes. Green crystal also seems pretty fun too. MOF bomb attack. Indeed. Debate. Oh, there it is. I just erased her entire shot. Well, that was nice. And as we graze, we collect more crystals to be able to use more of those attacks. Yeah, I'm seeing how this game is working now. Trying to like shoot as much frogs as possible, but like, yeah, that is a bit difficult to do sometimes. Alright, oh, I shall be right back. I am being, called. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Apparently, dinner is ready. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this demo. I honestly don't know if I should just, like... I played, like, 2 streams today because I was like, this is a Touhou demo. There's probably not, like, a lot of content in it. It's just, like, 3 bosses. Not knowing that it was going to be this roguelike game that would just be, like, super addictive to figure out builds and stuff. I was all over Touhou 18 for this. So, like, I think I might just push the other stream back to Thursday, and I'll be fine with that. I mean, I was planning on playing that game anyways, right after Touhou 19, so, like, I'm fine with that. I'm just gonna change it real quick. Give me a second, everybody. Because, like, yeah, I'm having way too much fun with this. I gotta do a lot of practice on Touhou 11 though after I finish with this, because well, actually I don't really need to put a lot of practice into it, because I got to the final boss in that game. Not on 1cc, but I did manage to get to the final boss. Alright, I'm setting that to 6 p.m. my time. There we go. Alright, let's continue. I feel like part of this would be easier on Lunatic due to how much bullets there would be. As in there'd be more of that special thing happening. Yeah, I see what you mean by that. Like, more bullets to graze, more crystals to collect, thereby giving me more chances to activate those abilities. That's why I'm thinking, like... Oh, unless if they have... give less crystals per grace. That could be like something Zune can add, maybe in the final game. What I'm thinking is, and this is just like a little theory, when the full game comes out, there's probably going to be a lot of like lunatic 1cc videos, maybe even perfect 1cc videos of people just using these specific crystal builds and just spamming those crystal abilities. Like, I can imagine people spamming this green ability to just erase all the bullets, or the blue one. Which is kind of why I'm thinking people might just end up using the red one, because that kind of it's just a big attack. It doesn't do anything like detrimental to the bullet patterns. So if anything, people are probably going to use the red crystal for balance sake. But for people like me who want to have an easier time through the game, because I'm a casual, I think the green crystal and the blue crystal, and from what I've read, the yellow crystal sounds fun. All right, I'm probably about to get hit because I paused here, but there we go. Okay. Close one, close one. Oh great, there's a red. There's a red. Oh, I guess I don't have to worry about the red. Wow, that is really, really fun to just use. And there goes all the fairies. I'm trying to like gauge on whether or not the fairies spawn revenge bullets, but it doesn't seem like they do. Just stay close right here. Try to graze as much as I can. Oh, that was a close one. I saw that. For some reason, it kind of feels like these tiny bullets that are being spawned don't really have a big hitbox. I've always been a fan of splash damage. I remember Marissa in like Touhou 12 having splash damage in one of her shot types. I actually didn't like it in that game because I preferred more power. Because, like, let's be honest, you don't want to last too long on those specific spell cards in Touhou 12. You want to get through it as fast as possible. But, Sane, with her frogs, have always been a fun little niche of mine. What was another character that had splash damage? I could have sworn there was someone else in, like, an early Touhou game. I think... Did somebody have splash damage in Touhou 8? I don't... Right! Touhou 10! Marissa had splash damage with one of her shot types. I think that was the shot type I used to 1cc Touhou 10. That was an interesting one, because I think that was also the one where it had the familiars follow her, and you could freeze the familiars in place. Yeah, Marissa had, like, really fun concepts for her shot types. This looks OP for lunatic stuff, for no bombs, no deaths. And, like, at some point, I think there's going to be a separate category just for no abilities. Yeah, just like other games, they're probably going to be, like, speedrun / categories where don't use any crystals at all. Which, you know, fair. Don't know how that's going to work for, like, the main story crystals, but again, red seems to be, like, the best bet. If they can discontinue the ability. Maybe a mod or something. I know, like, the Touhou community has made a couple of mods for other games in the franchise, so there's a possibility. Oh, I just saw the level 1 on that thing. Okay, so there are, like, levels to this, to the Wonder Stones. The Wonder Stones. Sounds so theatrical. Yeah, when you can shotgun something at, like, point blank with the frogs, it does a significant amount of damage. Aw, kinda wish I actually activated that on the stone, but oh well. Alright, I don't have the blue aiming shot type in this, so I have to actually, like... I was about to say I had to misdirect that, but apparently not. It constantly disappeared. This boss, however, can just eat it. I'm not a fan of this. This non-spell is just a little too much for me. Damn, alright. That was a lot of lives and a lot of bombs. Seriously, that fucking damage. Let's try to hit this thing with all the splash damage from the frogs. Oh, every single time I'm trying to, like, do something, the green orb just shows up, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't have to do anything. Yeah. I can see why Zune upped the difficulty for, like, the main enemies in this game, because there are a lot of ways to mitigate all of the troublesome patterns. In fun ways, I will mind you. Like, it's not, like, ball-bustingly difficult or, like, super boring easy. And because of the whole customizable aspect, you can make it as difficult and as easy as you want. Honestly, I think Zune kind of refined a pretty good strategy here with this game. And I'm really hoping that, like, the stage 4 to 6 and even the extra stage has that same type of detail to it. Where, yeah, if you want it to be hard, go with this particular build and make it hard. If you want it to be easy, then go with this particular build and make it slightly easier, but have it still be a challenge, you know? And of course, if you want the easiest, go on easy mode. Unfortunately, my Shayla Marissa isn't getting more new interesting stuff. She's the klepto of the group. I feel like a good way to show this is to make her have bits and pieces of other attacks. Yeah, honestly, that sounds kind of like a thing that Marissa would innately do for her character. Then again, as someone who really loves Marissa too, I've always appreciated the fact that Marissa is a character that has a lot of layers and nuances to her that she doesn't like to show to other people. Basically, the fact that she's actually a hard worker who dedicates herself to her craft, and most of the stuff she knows is just what she's invented herself or what she's inspired by other people, like the Master Spark notwithstanding. depending on what type of canon you're talking about. Like, I've always appreciated that about Marissa, but then again, because she's the Klepto, I kind of feel like she would work well in like a mimic sort of type, you know, be able to mimic other people's shot types and stuff, which in a way is kind of what's happening in this game now that I think about it. The crystals are kind of allowing that. Marissa using frogs and all that. In a way, also the cards. I kind of see like a trend with Zune. He's trying to like incorporate customization with his characters, and you know what? I'm all for it. Or a conglomerate of a ton of separate unique shot types. Exactly. Kind of sucks that we only get like 4 different types of shots, but I'm sure that'll be more than enough for customization purposes. Alright, let's deal as much damage with the frogs, and then focus. Yeah, that is way too fast-paced. Screw it. Again, I don't like that. Alright, collect some crystals. We almost got the crystals. There we go. I was keeping an eye on the gauge. Yeah, this whole gauge mechanic is really fun. That is a weird effect on her spray. I'm kind of curious what it's going to look like with when people like extract it from the actual game. I don't like this one. I really got to practice that non-spell apparently. Damn it. I tried. Yeah, that one's just a very tight fit through all these, like, small patterns. True, before you got 2 choices for each character and you have to stick with it. Now, in this... Yeah, I really hope that Marissa and Reimu aren't the only characters. Like, I'm fine with having the 2 be, like, the main protagonists of a game and only the main protagonists of the game. But I also like whenever, like, extra characters show up. Okay, that hitbox should not have been that big. Alright, I want to try the yellow crystal, so let's try to get through stage 3 as fast as possible. So I tried to pay attention to the green orb, and while it does erase bullets, it doesn't seem like it deals damage to the boss. Which, you know, is fine. You're still able to, like, shoot things while it's active, so... Really, it's just an erasure. It's an erasure field. Gosh, that is a lot of frogs. I realized the amount of frogs that Marissa is shooting. How about we actually kill that fairy? Yeah, that's as powerful as I like from Marissa. Alright, just shoot all the frogs. Maybe pop into focus mode when you're doing so. Wow, look at that, we're doing the malice trick. I'm shooting frogs and my lasers at the same time. You know, unless I'm like dodging something. Okay, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Damn it, we didn't kill that fairy. 3 playthroughs and we still haven't killed that thing. Jeez, that is so many frogs. I like this shot type just for the simple fact that I get to use the frogs. Alright, just stay to the center and try to summon the crystal. There we go. Get that life while I have the chance. All right. That is a lot of cross. That is a lot of crossing of bullets. Oh, I see now why I don't want those spirits to get to the bottom of the screen. They break and then they shoot stuff from behind. Where's my behind shot when I need it? I don't know how many combos you can make with them, but I'm half sure it's more than a combination lock key. Let's see, 4 different combinations. Apparently, according to the wiki, the narrow and focus don't really change much. Outside of, you know, whether you're focused or not. Which shot you're getting. And then there's the assist type. Which apparently the assist type has a numerous amount of different effects compared to the actual shots. So there probably isn't like triple digits, but there's definitely like probably up to 30 combinations, maybe 40 combinations, just from like spitballing here, which is pretty fun when you think about it. Heck, I'm wondering if like Zune will incorporate more crystals. I think these are all the crystals he's gonna put in the game, but if he were to add more characters, then it could lead to more customization, so... yeah, I really just feel like this is gonna be a very customizable heavy game. We can use the crystal types to make an extremely hard lock combination. Yeah. I think that's a good balance. Good erasure equals poor damage. Good damage equals poor erasure. Yeah, exactly. Like, having both at the same time would be a little too overpowered. Which is why I'm like, aw, it's not like Marissa's bomb from 14, but yeah, if it was, that would have been bad. That would have been a little too much. Consequently, I'm looking forward to the yellow shot type now, because that's apparently like a barrier. We might end up trying that with Reimu, though. Actually, you know what? I want to stay with Marissa. Marissa's the one I use most of the time, so... Alright, gotta get... no, damn it. Wow. I think I got distracted by, like, the blue Wonder Crystal up there. Or Wonder Stone. Is it just me, or does the Wonder Stone have an eye? I noticed that. It's like, it has a weird, slit-shaped thing on it. Don't take that out of context, by the way. I know we say some really weird shit in these sessions, but, like, yeah. Sometimes I catch myself. Come on. Damn it! I was safe there. I was like, oh no, I'm about to be trapped. Instinctual bomb. You know, sometimes that catches me off guard. Sometimes I'm like, oh no, the laser turned into a giant orb. But wait, that's my thing. In hindsight, probably should have remembered this spell, but on the other hand, wow, that's really cool. So you can like aim it to the left. Wait a minute, what happens if you go all the way to the top of the screen? Oh wait, that'll trap me, I just realized. If I were to do that, I'd be trapped to the top of the screen. Okay, maybe I shouldn't do that. Yeah, sorry if I'm not playing at like my A game here. I'm mostly just like experimenting. Considering we have like 5 continues, there's no like full game. We're just going through like 3 boss fights. I'm mostly just being lax here. This is certainly no like subterranean animism where I have to like focus 24/7. Although, yeah, I like the green shot type for its spread and the erasure orb, but I think I might have to circumvent that for more power. You know, I was thinking this was just going to be like one session, but seeing how like in-depth this game is, I think this might call for like multiple sessions of the game. I think we might have to play this like more than once. Because like, when is this game getting released? I think the full game is getting released around October. Or not October, August. So like, August is a long ways away. We could probably fit in like another extra session of this game. Just for like customizability's sake. Also, it'll give me an excuse to actually practice some of these patterns before we start the full game. And you know, I'll probably like be at a better place for that game when we get the full version. Because I know I definitely need to practice this one. This pattern, all the non-spells from the second boss, and really just trying to figure out which crystal I want. Foog. Fair enough, Marissa's bomb does great at both. As a great commenter said, I cast a lead in this direction. That's a great way to put it. Okay, now that we've unlocked the green crystal, let's take a look at the list real quick to see what these crystals do. So, imperishable... No, Shintoism Wind. What the... Okay, I'm looking at the shot stone, and apparently it does something called Cobalt Spread. What the heck is Cobalt Spread? Oh, it's one of Sane's shot types! Hold on. Which shot type was that? I guess we'll find out through practice. I want to try to see. So that's when we equip it to a shot stone. When we equip it to an assist stone, however, increases the duration of incident attack hypers. So what you're telling me is, if I were to equip the green one on the assist, and if I were to go with the Blue Seasons crystal, I can have that massive erasure aura behind me for longer? Well, I think I found a really fun combination. But for now, we're going with the yellow one, so, Yellow Subterranean, the small one. Creates a barrier which absorbs hits while the hyper attack is active. Each absorb hit drains during duration. And a Perishable Moon options. Turns bullets into homing revenge bullets on contact. Okay, I kind of want to try Imperishable Moon. So... what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to remove the blue crystal from my narrow shot type. I want to add the green crystal for this, because I want to see what Cobalt Spread does for my non-focus shot type. Hey, green! You're just in time for me playing through the Touhou demo. Touhou 20 specifically. We just got finished using the green crystal, aptly named. Now we're going to move on to the yellow crystal. We're using the Imperishable Moon, right? Yeah, we're using Imperishable Moon, and we're going to see what this revenge option is. And I would equip this onto my narrow shot type, but if I leave it blank, it'll give me the yellow shot, or the small yellow crystal. And we can use that to test out the revenge option. And we're still going to keep this Scarlet Devil crystal on here. Or no, this isn't Scarlet Devil. This is the other yellow one, or the other red one, which will increase the damage on her focus. So yeah, we'll see how this works. Kaguya must have made this. Oh, most likely. What was the other yellow one? Yellow Subterranean. Creates a barrier. What would that imply? Would that imply Satori? I'm not sure. Alright, let's go into the game. So what is this? Oh, okay, so it gives us the frogs. All right. Oh, I mean, we get the extra spread, so that's nice. And that is the revenge bullet, so... What is this doing exactly? So, revenge bullet implies that it's shooting a bunch... Oh, wait, did that just erase one of the bullets in front of me? It's erasing some of the bullets in front of me, I think. I think. Okay, so... I'm trying to, like, figure out what it's doing. Okay, so that apparently erases all the bullets on screen when it's over. I don't know, I'm not seeing any sort of, like, revenge aspect to these bullets. These, yellow bullets. Maybe it's so minuscule that I probably wouldn't notice. Oh, maybe if it... Okay, so if the option that I have, the small little yellow orb, touches the hitbox of a bullet, it erases it. Apparently. I think. That's the implication that I'm getting. And then we get like 2 different options now. You know what that kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of the door that you get in Touhou 18 when you get a Madara's card. The door that erases bullets. Actually, was it the door or was it something else? No, the door erases bullets, but I think there was also some other card that did that too. Either way, okay. This is a very weird one. Actually, I think the barrier might have a more similar effect to Koishi's subconscious abilities. Ooh. That would be interesting. Currently getting my ass kicked in Jagged Alliance 2. How are you? Hey, I remember seeing you posting that in Scar's server. You've been playing that game a lot, haven't you? I'm doing good. Having a blast with this demo. And I even canceled my second stream that I was going to do today because, like, I didn't think I'd last on this game so long. But here I am, having fun. Testing out all of the options. While they're talking, let me just take a look real quick at this imperishable moon again on the wiki. Option. If the corresponding shot stone is equipped. Okay, so option, turn bullets into homing revenge bullets on contact. Okay, so I was right. Those yellow orbs that are surrounding me when I am focused, those touch a bullet and then it turns into revenge bullets. When the hyper ends, all bullets on screen is also cleared and become homing revenge bullets. Ah. I like the concept. Let's see how it works in practice. I don't know, I'm just from my experience in this first stage, I kind of like the green and the blue crystal a little bit more. But seems like the options are a little forgiving when it comes to erasing the bullets. Oh, okay, yeah, if I stay up there where the bullets are, like, really, really close with each other. Look at that, okay. I just erased a bunch of bullets. Come on, come on. Destroy her. Get to the end. Get to this next pattern. I want to see all the revenge bullets. Oh, okay, that's what happens. If you time that correctly, that could be a potentially really devastating attack. And since there's like a bunch of bullets all over the place for this spell, yeah, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I need to get close to her to deal damage. Actually, let's not get close to her and see how much damage we could do with the revenge bullets. Or not, because, you know, we're apparently a little too powerful. Go, my frogs! What happens if we touch this? Oh my gosh, we can just erase the giant... We can erase the giant yellow Mentos that spawn these tiny bullets. Forget what I said. This is actually kind of fun. It also allowed us to be quite powerful. That spell card was nothing. It melted. Okay. Maybe I miscalculated with Yellow's usefulness. Imperishable Moon? There might be something there. And I'm not even at like full power. I'm gonna get like 2 extra options as well. Since Koishi allows herself to be unseen by the unconscious, it'd be fun to see how that would work if that was the case. Yeah, that's true. I can like mentally see how that would be able to be incorporated with a shield. High risk, high reward. Oh yeah, totally. Don't know if I'm gonna like it as much during the stage 2 and stage 3 bosses, but this is what this is for we're practicing. Gosh, again, I'm probably gonna do like a second playthrough unlocking the other crystals so that I can like get a good feel for like every single build that I can potentially do. All right, now we have the 3 options. I'm glad that the shot type, I'm glad that the Imperishable Moon isn't just you erase stuff with your options and that's it. Like, no, they actually do give you extra firepower as well. So even when you're able to like have this fun effect of erasing stuff, you can still deal a lot of damage. It's not like you're sacrificing power. In fact, this might be the perfect sacrifice, or this might be the perfect balance between power and utility. Something that I was kind of wanting for the green crystal but didn't get. Alright, there goes that thing. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, wow. All these bullets are just being erased. This is so good. It's like at some points I don't even need to try anymore. Actually. Okay, we got hit. Wow, that erased a lot of those bullets. Bigger. Oh, did I get disconnected? Hold on. I think we got a bit of a lag spike. Hold on. Is everything okay? I saw a lag spike on the stream. Also, apparently I got a notification that OBS disconnected for a second. That's a little weird. That happens sometimes. Hasn't happened in quite a couple of weeks, but my connection is always faulty here and there. True, the revenge bullets might not do as much damage as your regular shot, but it does give you erasure while damaging. Ah, yeah, that's true. It's going in and out. All right, we'll give it a second real quick. While we're waiting, let me just take a look at the wiki. I'm kind of curious, do they have anything on like the characters here? There is a character page. Ooh, hold on. We got all the 3 characters here. All right, I kind of want to know more about these guys. So we have Yubame Chirizuka, the Sanctuary-dwelling Yamamba Chief, the Unidentified Unruly Beast, Chimihojo, and the Confined Dosojin of Hallowed Ground, Nareko Michigami. Dosojin. Now that might just sound familiar. But is that related to Dolmen, the Taoist? I'm wondering. Let me check Ubame's page real quick, because I want to know what some of their abilities are. Ubame's ability is destroying sanctuaries. Okay, that sounds simple enough. Chimihojo's ability is manipulating the ki or chi of mountains and rivers. Self-explanatory, okay. There's also a personality here, apparently. Chimi seems to dislike lies and liars as she attacks Raymond Marissa in Fossilized Wonders due to believing that they are lying about having been able to enter the sanctuary. She is otherwise helpful, willing to direct the two after clearing up the misunderstanding. She's also quite knowledgeable, or probably quite knowledgeable, having been alive since before people were aware of the existence of yokai. For instance, she is aware of the inciting incident of Fossilized Wonders has happened, or she's aware that the inciting incident has happened several times before and that it is nothing more than a natural phenomenon. Okay, that actually talks a lot about the game. Fascinating. And Naruko is a doujin. So a doujin is an actual term for a yokai. Fascinating, fascinating. She has the ability of blocking roads. Interesting. Is there any more information on her? Oh wow, they actually have like a name category, a design category. Her surname Michigami means path god, which lines up with the type of god she is, Dosojin, who are supposed to guard entrances. Her given name, Nareko, consists of two kanji, one of which has a somewhat complex meaning. Nare can mean to get used to, or something that is experienced or tamed. Ko means child. Nareko can therefore mean child that became experienced. And I'm just looking at the rest of the description for her design. It's all kind of interesting. So I'm kind of curious, what is a dosojin, just real quick. Dosojin is a general name for a type of Shinto kami properly worshipped in Kanto and neighboring areas in Japan, where as tutelary deities of borders and paths, they are believed to protect travelers, pilgrims, villagers, and individuals in transitional stages from epidemics and evil spirits. Shakujin, also known as them. They are the stone kami. Dosojin are often represented as a human couple, carved male and female genitalia, large stones or statues, or even tall poles along a road. Okay. That is interesting. So she is a type of stone god who watches over people. There's no exact origin to these types of things, but apparently they are in relation to the Jizo statues. So she's some form of a statue. Okay, I'm glad I actually read that because that's fascinating. So we have a Yamamba who is the chief of the Yamamba, so we're bringing that back. We have a weird yokai who doesn't... What is her race? What is Chimi's race? Because I don't think it's said. Wait, she's a Chimi? What the fuck is a Chimi? Hold on, that is actually her race. Chime Wangliang is a term that refers to a monster of the mountains and monsters of the rivers. The term originated in China roughly 2,500 years ago in ancient chronicles such as Zhuozhuan. It originated from ancient Chinese legends about the spirits that harm people in the mountains and swamps, and its original meaning is all kinds of yaoguai, meaning ghosts and demons. So she's a mountain river spirit of Chinese origin. How very fascinating. Japanese folklore. In the Japanese dictionary, Wamyo Ruijuso of the Heian period, Heian, they were considered to be a type of oni under the Japanese name Sudama. I recognize that name from Shin Megami Tensei. And an Edo period encyclopedia, the Wakans. Sorry, the Wakan Sansai Jue, they were seen to be mountain gods. Okay, so the reason why I'm laughing is because Sudama is a demon in Shin Megami Tensei. And now I just have the mental image of my head of just the Sudama, which is kind of like this tiny little like blob child thing that's just blue, but it has Hoju's face on it. I kind of want to make that meme art. That'll be the thumbnail for when the full game gets released. Maybe we shall see. If I don't want to spoil it. I might just make that meme anyways, just for the sake of having it. Anyways, I'm sure the stream is fine now. So, Ubame, I think that's how it's spelled, is an average bazillion with with the Amazon rainforest. Oh, interesting. I get the joke though. So POFV type stuff. It's literally all natural, and there's not much to worry about. That's what I'm assuming, and that's the kind of vibe that I got when I read the prologue. So if that's the case, we may lead into some form of like an emotional ending of some sort. Because I remember POFV. Their endings had like this sort of wholesome type of development for all the characters, because like Shiki or Ikishiki kind of gave advice to everyone, and they all like simmered with it, and for some of those characters it actually sit with them, it stuck with them, like Marissa, for instance. So I'm kind of curious, and Sakuya too. Like Sakuya became a much more open person after that game. So I'm kind of curious, will this game have some sort of like wholesomeness to the ending? I hope so. Anyways, yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry, I'll do it. All right, now let's start the game. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really liking this shot type already. I can see that the hitbox for these things aren't as big as the actual sprite, but it's still working quite well in erasing these bullets. So like, I can literally just stay at the bottom of the screen and only dodge like a small bit. I don't really have to worry all that much. The best ending. We want more wholesome stuff. I know, right? That's what I love about Touhou. There's a lot of wholesome elements in this series, despite the main core concept being like incredibly depressing. Like Gensokyo is a very terrifying world to be in, especially if you're a human. Okay, so I want to test to see how these will work on your non-spell. I know it's kind of difficult to erase them on the spot. Okay, I was too busy trying to erase them. That is fair. Yeah, I may just end up bombing this, if anything. This one could be interesting, though. There we go. Yeah, doesn't do much damage. You were right on that. But, it does erase all the bullets, so that's nice. Rumio would end me. She's gonna end us once she finds out we stole her Scarlet Devil. Still funny how it's just called the Scarlet Devil. Okay, what is this one? Oh, I forgot this one. Why do I always forget it? Erase as many bullets as you can. Erase as many bullets as you can. No. The yellow Wonderstone is here. It's here. It's queer. Get used to it. Okay, so even if you do get hit, it still shoots all the revenge bullets. Wow, we're already ready to get our next effect. Nice. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, nice. Yeah, Yellow Crystal's really fun. I think I pretty much like every single crystal in this game, like every main crystal. Red was kind of just a basic attack, but yellow, green, and blue are just really fun. It kind of changes the whole scope of the game specifically, because like with blue you're trying to build it up as fast as possible and also try to get behind the enemies in order to deal more damage. For green and subsequently yellow, you're trying to build up the gauge as fast as possible to make use of the erasure effect, but you're doing it in different ways. The erasure effect is only with the hyper attack for the green, and for the yellow it's always available, but yellow is also really, really fun. And I think I mentioned this earlier, but like yellow is a good counterbalance for damage and utility. Being able to erase the bullets while still dealing a significant amount of damage with these options. So I'm definitely liking a lot of these shot types. Okay, there's level 2. We need to get rid of this thing fast. I was trying to use a bomb. Oh, we got rid of it there. Again, I'm actually having a lot of fun, like, erasing stuff. It becomes a completely different game at that point. A different game, but it still has the same feel, you know, it's still Touhou and all that. I still can't destroy that fairy. That death fairy just always eludes me for some reason. Ooh, gotta be careful with the revenge bullets, though. Those can always be a problem. Alright, get rid of this thing. There's just 2 orbs right in front of me and deleting all those red bullets. That's great. In a way, the hyper attack acts as its own type of shield. Which is good, you know? I always like having an extra, like, secondary shield effect on my characters, or having a way to just mitigate the loss of a life. Come on, come on, come on, destroy this thing. You know, I'm gonna deliberately take a hit. I took a hit, but it still counted my life. I think it's because I was in the middle of, like, a sprite, so because it erased all the bullets, it didn't erase the sprite. Okay, what I tried to do there was I was gonna deliberately take a hit to activate the revenge bullets to kill that death fairy. Probably should have just ran into a bullet instead. Oh well. Again, this is practice. Green is less risky, but with less availability. Yeah. While yellow, you have to get up into there and risk it multiple times while it is active most of the time. Exactly, exactly. Couple that with the extra firepower from yellow, and you know, there's a lot of trade-off between the two. They're both very similar, but also a bit of a trade-off. Which again, fun when you have different playstyles. I'm not gonna test it out, but I wonder what would happen if you try to, like, erase those lasers. Maybe you can erase it if you touch, like, the tip of them, but, that's a little dangerous. Yeah, it is a little dangerous. I tried. Ooh, if I was to just spam the button. Okay, I tried to spam the button to see what it could do. Not the effect I was thinking it would do. Whoa, okay. That one is still weird to me. But yeah, I'm actually having a lot of fun with yellow. This makes certain patterns actually kind of fun. I mean, the game was already fun, but like, wow, it actually erased the lasers too. Did erase them completely, but it was erasing them. Okay, what if I do... What if I... Wow, look at that. Barely anything. Wow, look at that. There goes the pattern. This is just so much fun. I think I may actually, like, invest in using yellow for the full game. Oh, there it went, yeah. Part of the laser did disappear. Yeah, it's disappearing portions of it, because that's... Funnily enough, I learned about this through, like, some friends of mine who are programmers with Danmaku, or Danmakufu, a program that makes Touhou fan games. But like, apparently those types of lasers that she uses are just comprised of multiple bullets strung together. So that's interesting. Whoa, that fucking slowdown. And look at those crystals. Oh my gosh. This one is gonna be weird. All right, let's just like try to actively dodge this, or not. We don't actually. Wait, so if they just like go into like. Okay. I do have to like actually dodge this, but there is a chance that if those bullets like go into my options, they just disappear. And that is amazing. Hey yo. Flying by, say a quick hello before going to sleep. Hello everyone. Everything has been going well. Hey Dylan. Yeah, everything has been going well. I'm glad to see you again. I hope you've been doing well. Yeah, I'm just playing Touhou and just having a lot of fun. I hope you sleep well, okay? I'll see you later. Another malice trick, I guess. Yeah, it's an interesting trick. Doesn't work all the time, but like, it allows your options to move a lot. I don't know if it activates it immediately, but if it does, then that would be very interesting. Having trouble with the pattern? Destroy it! Exactly! That whole wall that she creates is just, it's a non-issue now. Alright, so, ooh, nice effect there, Marissa. So now that we've done that, we've unlocked the imperishable moon. Moon! And with that... Yep, we have access to the yellow crystal. So what does that do in terms of customization? Let's see. According to this list, imperishable moon on a shot type. Option shoots a scatter of arrows forward and deletes enemy shot types that collide with them. Okay, so basically the same thing. Got it. And for assist, imperishable moon, chance to delete enemy bullets that come into contact with options. So assist just automatically gives that to you for your options no matter what your shot type is. That's interesting. Okay. Now, do I have the Scarlet Devil or the Creature Red? I'm curious real quick. Wait a minute, this is Creature Red that I am using, not the other shot type. Oh, okay, I was mistaken. I kept saying that I was using the Scarlet Devil for my assist, which increases attack power when focused. What I was actually using was the Crystal Red, or the Creature Red Crystal, which has the passive effect of increasing, or the incident gauge fills up faster. So no wonder it was filling up super fast. All right, now I understand. Which means that if I were to go in with like a yellow, if I were to go in with Imperishable Moon as my main shot type, and maybe have like the Scarlet Devil as my assist, I can deal so much damage. Way more damage than I was doing earlier. Today we steal the moon! So depending on your options, it'll be worse or better. Yeah, exactly. I have to experiment with like every single option to see like how they move, because if the options just stay underneath me, then that's a problem. If I remember correctly, the red shot type actually had them be in front of me in like a wall. Let's test it out. Yeah, the yellow moon assist, I mean. So let's test that out real quick. We're gonna go with the yellow moon, and then no. It's basically not gonna do anything for us. I want to try to do yellow moon and then another thing. What do these do for me? I didn't really look at the red crystals all that much. What do they do when I'm using them for main story? Scarlet Devil shoots a spread of penetrating lasers, and Creature Red shoots a wide barrage of magic missiles. Why barrage of magic missiles penetrating lasers? Let's experiment. Let's go with the penetrating lasers. Let's penetrate. Pizza waifus. How can you just stand there and eat pizza, Marissa? Guilty as charged. Hey there, Frozen. Let's see. We have the diamond, we have the blue crystal, and we have the green one. I liked the frogs on the wide shot type. If we go with the red here, I think that will give me... I actually need to look this up. Oh, it'll give me magic missiles. Okay, let's go with magic missiles then. Magic missiles, magic missiles, magic missiles. Alright, now let's see what the options do for this. Oh, I think the options are staying behind me. Yeah, the options are staying behind me, so this build is useless. Specifically with the moon crystal, it's useless. Okay. So let's try out with the second red crystal. And let's just... I wonder what happens if we go with both red crystals here. do we just get, like, double the lasers? I wonder. Penetrating Marissa shots. Just the way I like her. Okay, so they don't... Marissa just seems to stay behind. Okay. I'm gonna build up my power real quick just to see if, like, anything changes. Because if it does... I kind of want to try to use it. There, we're getting close to max power. Max power, max power. I mean, the magic missiles are actually really powerful, especially against living things. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, it seems to me like the only thing that really changes is the hyper attack. The hyper attack is shooting like a bunch of magic missiles, whereas I think the other one would have shot like a bunch of lasers. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't change the position. So let's not go with that one. Instead, let's try the blue. Anyways, logging off for the night. Have a good night. Yeah, no worries, Reese's. I'm actually going to end the stream soon anyways. I just want to try to experiment with certain builds. But you have a good night, and I hope to see you next time. Alright. Blue crystal. Will that give me a forward option? No. Actually, I'm curious. I remember reading on the wiki that it does change the effect of things if it has the if it has a similar crystal color. So if we were to leave that blank, we would get a blue crystal. What would that do for our shot type? Thank you. That would... Okay, so it would technically change the shot type. Yeah, Marissa doesn't have aiming. I've noticed that. And the option seems to be underneath us, so that doesn't work. Now I'm actually curious, what happens if we go back to the red and leave that? Okay, literally just the exact same thing. Not even sure if it had like multiple magic missiles. Would have been cool if it did. Instead, let's go with green. Actually, we didn't try this green one, and I just kind of want to see the effect of it real quick. So, oh, okay. Whoa! That's Yomu! That effect is like Yomu from, what's it? Touhou 8, where depending on... No, wait. Touhou 8 Yomu was, No, she had the familiars following her like Marissa from Mountain of Fate. Okay, no, I'm thinking of Remilia, actually. That's the same effect as Remilia's shot type from Touhou 8, where depending on where you activate Remilia via the shift key, she'll freeze her familiars in place, and they'll basically just act like turrets. So, that's cool. Okay. Let me read it on the wiki real quick just to see what this actually does. Beast Hardiness. If the hyper ends without the player getting a hit, a spell fragment is created. And for the shot type, Beast Hardiness, options shoot eagle shots in a V shape, lock in place while focus. Oh, it's different for Marissa. Shoot wolf shots forwards and lock in place while focus. Oh, so it's useless for Reimu, but pretty useful for Marissa. Interesting. Okay, so here in the shot list, I can actually read what each crystal does for your shot type. Okay, for Marissa, we had non-penetrating lasers and magic missiles. For the blue ones, we had scattered icicle shots and then shoots 3 shots forward and 1 backward. For the yellow crystals, we have options, shoot 3 shots forward and damage surrounding enemies, and then same as Reimu, apparently, for the second yellow one. Options, shoot a scattered arrow forward and deletes the enemies that collide with them. Okay. Interesting. All right. I kind of want to at least play through the first stage with this crystal, so... Because there is something fun about, like, the turret system. I want to see, like, how many, options I can also get here. Ooh, yeah, also, what's the hyper gonna look like, too? Ooh, that was pretty powerful. I wonder if I were to, So, here's an idea. I go with Imperishable Moon as my main shot type. And then, oh, here it is. So this is a barrier, apparently. The more I get hit... Yeah, okay, it's an impenetrable barrier that lasts for a couple amount of hits. That's cool. And then I apparently get lives if I can survive through the barrier. So that's pretty indicative of a lot of bombs in the franchise. So what I'm thinking is, I go with Imperishable Moon as my main shot type, and then I use this this turret green crystal for my narrow shot. What will that do for my ability to erase bullets, I wonder? I want to experiment with that just to see, like, what it'll do. Gosh, there's so much, like, experimentation in this game. I'm loving it. I'm loving how, like, I have all these ideas in mind, and maybe they might not turn out well, but I have the freedom to actually, like, experiment and see how they will work. And there we go. Yep, I saw the familiars actually erasing the bullets. So it does, in fact, work. Okay, then. Let's finish this boss and see how easy it is. I think I definitely want to play more of this off-screen, but, like, I think I'm going to spend the entire day playing it off-screen. I can't. I just have to... I'm going to save this for another session. Because, like, I feel like I can spend a lot of time with this game. But I know that's not good for my stream schedule and also my other scheduled games that I'm going to be playing this week. Alright, let's try to survive throughout this hyper attack. Not as powerful as I thought it was, this whole thing. Alright, we're almost there. Okay, so that gave us like a bomb piece. Yep, it gave us a bomb piece. Nice. I wonder if it gives us a life piece too. That would actually be pretty good as well. But I highly doubt it. So this thing fucking shoots wolves. That's funny. It's funny, not gonna lie. And here comes the wolves! Oh. Just gotta survive. Yeah, I'm noticing that the wolves are not as powerful as I'd want them to be. But hey, it's free damage that I could just place anywhere I want. And it seems to have some decent spread as well. Come on, erase that thing, erase that thing, erase that thing. I want to erase that thing, but it's really difficult to line up. Yeah, lining up the options for this shot. Kind of impossible to do. Okay, it erased that one, but like I wasn't aiming for that. Alright, that was fun. Is there anything else that I want to experiment before we call it a day? I don't know. Okay, one thing I do want to experiment. What if I use something on the narrow shot type? What if I were to use red and then put blue right here? What does blue do again? Blue for assist. Power items drop more often. Oh, okay. What does green do for this? Increase the duration of incident attack hypers. Ooh. Oh, there's a lot of options here. Okay, one second. So... I think I have an idea here. I'm gonna try something a little wacky. Let's just get rid of this. We're gonna go with the blue crystal up here. And then... will it be this blue crystal or will it be a different blue crystal? I'm looking at the list to see the combinations. Delete all bullets behind a player up to half of the screen and causes backward shots if the corresponding shot stone is equipped. So corresponding shot stone would be the blue season or the snow blossom? I'm gonna go with the blue season real quick just to see. And then for the bottom, we're gonna go with the imperishable moon. This honestly can just be whatever. Let's go with the red crystal for now. And let's test this out. So what will this look like? Alright, that is just a back shot. What happens if we go with no crystal at all? Because I want to see if I can give Marissa the same, like, back aiming effect. Verdict is no. That doesn't seem to be the case. But there seems to be some sort of like secondary effect that I can give her that will allow her that. Delete all bullets behind the player up to half the screen and causes a backward shot. Okay, so it's only when she's in that mode where the hyper mode. Okay, so let's try this then. I want to see just how good it could be with Marissa. Also, with the imperishable moon, I really want to see like how long it lasts on screen. Okay, delete that. I'm at least thankful that the blue shot type gives Marissa... Okay, there's the aiming. It's only one, though. It's only one line of bullets, which is a little unfortunate. Honestly, if it worked just like Reimu's, that probably would have been a little overpowered for Marissa's sake. So I'm kind of glad. There's a part of me that's kind of like, okay, yeah, I can see why you didn't do that soon. Alright, get rid of that. I want to get into the hyper phase again just to see like how long it can last. Wait, we're using Imperishable Moon. Do I have that effect on actually? Perishable Moon, increase the duration of instant. Oh, wait. I was supposed to use the green crystal. Oops. Okay, let's back out real quick. Green crystal for the assist. That'll allow me to have longer hyper attacks. And let's equip... What happens if I do this? Honestly, I don't really need the aiming from the back. So... Option, shoot 3 shots forward and damage surrounding enemies. That can add more damage to us. So, screw it, let's go with more damage. More damage from Marissa, baby. And yep, that's definitely more damage. Okay, I'm liking this. And then we'll see just how fun the bullet erasure effect is for the bottom of the screen. Honestly, I don't know which one I like more in terms of in terms of the erasure effect, the blue crystal or the yellow crystal. But again, this is all experimentation. I am in for the long haul. All right, let's quickly delete these things. Oh, nice. We still have the ability to erase... Wait a minute. We still have the ability to erase bullets. So we have the best of both worlds. And this just allows us to erase anything behind us. Okay. So literally, I'm not sacrificing the best thing that I found about the imperishable moonshot type. I am just gaining something that might potentially be better. We shall see. I want to get to the actual boss fight to see the effect of it, though. Alright. Also, it did kind of feel like it lasted a little bit longer, so the hyper attack effect is definitely increased in terms of duration. Yeah, I'm just erasing bullets with the with the option. This is great. Mwahaha, mwahaha. Me laughing like Sima Yi over here. Alright, destroy. Destroy everything. I become Kokomon. Bro, how many guys does Daedrena have guarding Drazen? The 2 units I sent there in a night op are turning Drazen into a massacre. Which game are you playing again, Green? 1 second. I'm pretty sure you said that earlier. You're playing Jagged Alliance 2. You know, you referenced that game, and I actually have no idea what it is. Jagged Alliance 2. Oh, wait a minute. No, I know this game. I've seen a Let's Player play it. Only a little bit. This is actually on my radar. A tactical role-playing game, huh? Well, I have been in the mood to tactical... I have been in the mood for tactical roleplay games ever since Final Fantasy Tactics, so... It's also on Steam, interesting. Well, Green, I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but you made me interested in this game, so I'm adding that to my list. There we go. I will potentially buy it when I eventually come into some money. You know what? I should probably, I promised Fire and Druid that I'd be in a voice call, so let me just go to the actual voice call. Alright, everybody, we played Touhou 20 long enough. I'm gonna enter into a voice call with some buds on my server, so... And it is gonna be a private call, so... I see Druid is still there. Well, too bad for Druid. Heck, I might just play this game a little longer than I actually said I would. Let me just ping the people who wanted to show up here. Druid. fire. Get in the call. I'm streaming. Lol. Alright. And just so, because Druid is already in there, and I want him to actually come in here. Hey, Druid!
Hey, I told Hydra to get his butt in here.
Well, too bad. Hydra's sleeping.
Well, he just missed out on his fucking wolf tails.
Wolf tails?
Yeah.
Oh, from your game. Oh my gosh, I forgot you were giant.
Yeah, Throne and Liberty.
Sorry.
Like, he told me, let him know ahead of time when the event starts. I'm like, dude, the event is starting right now. Get your butt open. Let's go.
Yeah.
And okay, so he's gonna have to do the wolf event himself.
Well, hold on. You guys are playing Remnant, right? I'm just setting something up real quick.
No, he got bored of Remnant too. I think he said something about his controller was losing energy or something.
Well, also he doesn't have online anymore, right?
He managed to get it back.
Oh, he did? Awesome.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Well, sometimes you want to play different games.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna,
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's continue.
Stop him.
Yep.
What are you working on?
Oh, I'm just playing the Touhou 20 demo. I figured, like, since I promised you guys I'd be in a call, I'm in the call now. So I had a second stream today. I was gonna play Shin Megami Tensei, but I'm too into this game. This was supposed to be like 40 minutes. Like, I was gonna play the demo and it was gonna be really quick. Nope. Turns out this game has like tons of customization, and it's like a roguelike.
Okay.
Wait, I think I just found a glitch. The line that the pool that erases bullets is there, but also not there. That was an interesting visual glitch.
Interesting.
But yeah, there's like a lot of customization in this game. I can like equip different crystals to my character to have different effects for my shot types. I can either like erase bullets, create like giant erasure points, increase my damage, increase like the duration of certain abilities. Like, it's all really customizable.
Okay.
This just makes me really excited for the game to come out in August. I practically finished my fill of the game for today, but at this point I'm kind of just like I'm playing through the game just to figure out all these like different building combinations to see like, okay, which ones do I want to use and stuff. Also, okay, I think I just realized what the graphical glitch is. The pool of erasure doesn't show up for the spell card for some reason.
Okay.
Weird. It didn't used to do that for Reimu, but okay, I guess Marissa is just that special. You're just that special, Marissa. You're special in my heart. Yeah! Let me just configure something real quick.
Okay.
There we go. So since Hydra's in here, what you doing?
I'm trying to do the wolf tail event.
Ah, okay, so you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah, it's not too difficult.
Doing it by yourself now. Solo player.
Well, my build is a DPS build, and it's kind of like a pseudo arcane archer.
Ah, okay.
So it's very, very overpowered.
Alright, well, since I'm playing this game longer than I should, I guess I should continue to unlock different crystals. So which one should I go with? The red, the blue, the yellow, or the green? I think I'm gonna go with the woof. So let's try to go for the green.
Gotcha. And the reason I say it's like a pseudo arcane archer, is because the main weapon is bow and the offhand is staff.
Change my mind. I'm going with red. Yeah.
what is it was the reason that it's like a pseudo arcane archer is because the main weapon is bow, like long bow, right?
Yeah.
And then the offhand is staff.
Now, are they the exact same weapon? Like, can you turn the staff into a bow? Because, like, is it a staff
No.
bow?
No,
Ah, okay.
I would, but no.
So you're just using two weapons at the same time. Got it.
Yes. But you can use skills from both weapons.
Hmm. Well, I would hope, considering you're using them both at the same time.
Well, no, it works like you have an offhand weapon and a main weapon.
Hmm.
And the way that it works is you can get, like, you can have different builds. Like, you could make a character that uses broadswords and daggers.
Some weird lasers, yeah.
You could have a character that sort of has like a what is it? Like a guts build. You could have a great sword and daggers.
Well, I know which one you're going for, knowing you.
No, I went with bow and staff.
Well, you don't like Berserk?
No, I do, but that's not my playstyle.
Yeah, it's fair.
My playstyle is like magic, archery, standing behind, shooting fire arrows. You know?
Yeah. Alright. Does this deal
That's
more damage?
more my then. Sadly, there's no summoning, so you can't really play as a summoner.
Oh yeah, you'd be all over Summoner.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently Malice isn't a thing with this particular build. I can't just
Wow.
constantly spam the,
That's not bad.
What?
Out of they do a top like a ranking,
Yeah.
and I got so it's like a top 10 thing,
Yeah.
and I was in the top 10.
Hey, nice! How competitive is it?
Everybody plays it every now and again.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
You have to play it because there's quests tied to the event.
Yeah.
But I placed 8.
Nice. And that's a pretty big thing, isn't it?
Well, in a top 10 ranking, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not really at the end, but you kind of are.
Well, so I like to think
So-
that I like to think that it's still a pretty big achievement, considering a lot of people are still playing that game.
Mhm.
So like you beat a bunch of other people. Congratulations.
Yep.
So Green was mentioning this. He's been playing Jagged Alliance 2. Have you heard about that game?
I've heard of it, but I've never played it yet.
It's a tactical RPG, so as soon as I saw some of the screenshots on my Google search, I'm like, wow, I think I might like that game.
Mhm.
I think I might play it eventually for the channel.
Gotcha.
I'm kind of hankering for some more tactical RPGs after Tactics. And the only ones I really have on the mind / have purchased is the classic XCOM games, the Megami Tensei games from Shin Megami Tensei. Wow, okay, all right, maybe I think I found my favorite build. Marissa's really powerful with this particular crystal setup. But yeah, those are like the only like tactical RPGs that I really have that I can play. I guess Wasteland 2 technically counts as a tactical RPG. I haven't played it though. I've owned it for years, but I've never found the right time to play it. What about you, Druid? How do you feel about tactical RPGs? Because I don't really hear you talk about them.
They're not really my go-to. I'm more of like action RPGs and
Okay.
MMO RPGs.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm more into like Diablo, Last Epoch, Grim Dawn, the Torchlight series. You know, like those kind of games.
Yeah, something that's more like fast-paced, real-time.
Yes, and then I'm more for MMO RPGs.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, Lost Ark, Dungeon Fighter.
Let me see if it's trouble. I'm really into the single-player MMO experience, Scar. I'm not a big fan of the Final Fantasy type of MMO. Sorry.
Again, I don't like raids.
No, I know. I'm doing that for a callback because that's literally all Scar
I'm not
heard
a
about.
fan of the way that 14 does its raids.
Yeah.
And I get the concept where it's like, yeah, you need to party with people to do raids. I get that, but if you play a game and the game actually has solo raids, you would favor solo raids because then you don't have to deal with the bullshit of other people fucking up things.
Yeah. And there have, and while there have
not
been...
saying that other people are gonna fuck up things, but it happens.
Happens more often than it doesn't.
And I would rather be in control of my own fuck-ups.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Than somebody else's, you know?
No, yeah, I get that, and that's why I never really, like, dismiss that opinion. I was mostly just saying it to make fun of you.
Yeah, I know.
But I get
that's
it.
why I hate, like, somebody getting on your ass and going, hey, you're not playing this right, hey, you're not playing that right. Then you fucking play the class and then shut the hell up.
I dislike that type of environment, too. For as much as I played 14, there have only
I'm
been...
the type of person where...
Yeah.
Not to interrupt, because
That's
I'm going
okay.
to, I'm sorry.
Well, you're gonna...
Like, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But I'm the type of person that likes MMOs. Like, don't get me wrong, I like them because the RPG element, the leveling up, you know, the hunting for gear, getting better loot and stuff. That's fun to me.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's why I like Borderlands. I mean, as bad as Borderlands is, it's an RPG.
Well, Borderlands used to be good.
I still love even with all the shittiness that's going on with the lead, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna spend $80 to go get Borderlands 4. I don't give a shit. It's because 1, it's an RPG. 2, it's a shooter. But 1, it's an RPG, whether people like it or not.
You can play it in both ways, but at the end of the day, it's still just an RPG no matter what. It's an action RPG. Yeah. Oh! Why do I hate this so much?
Again, it's like people going and saying, "Oh, we hate Destiny," because it's a live action, you know, it's a live service game. Da 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 da. Yeah, guess what? It's still a freaking MMO.
Well, it sounds to me like that wasn't your genre, and you probably shouldn't have played it.
Yeah, like these games. Not a lot of live services are MMOs.
Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, but when you see a shooter, your first response is, oh, it's a shooter. But then when you play the game and you actually get into it, you go, oh, there's stats to this stuff, there's attributes, there's benefits, there's
because, like, if it's just a basic shooter with no, like, customization through, like, stats or anything like that, then what's even the point? You play it and then you get tired of it in, like, a couple of weeks. Or maybe even less time.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand the hate around it, like, you know, but it's still an RPG at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You pick up a new weapon and it gives you stats.
And there's nothing wrong with an RPG.
That's an RPG element.
Yeah.
Hell, even Fortnite could be classed as an RPG in some weird freaking form because some of the weapons have stats.
Yeah, I guess so. But you don't keep the weapons as you finish things.
Again, that's why I wouldn't say it's a full-blown like RPG, but
has like a makeshift loot system where things are randomized every single battle. You start out bare naked.
Yeah. Like that's an RPG element.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I like games. I want that whole concept of, you know, oh, I'm progressing, so I'm getting better gear and I'm advancing. You know?
Yeah.
Again, it's a dopamine hit kind of thing.
I was about to say, the fulfilling sensation of being able to accomplish things in a game and have it be translated visually and on your character is always exciting. It's why I love RPGs. It's why I spend so much time grinding in RPGs.
That's why I like MMORPGs. What I don't like is the fucking raids, and I don't like the people getting toxic and turning into assholes.
Well, nobody likes that.
No. But again, that's the point. It's like, I prefer to play, and I know people are going to say, well, what's the point of you playing an MMO and just go play an RPG? I go, some of the best freaking games are MMORPGs.
Yeah, seriously. I can't believe I still haven't beaten that Death Fairy. Every single playthrough, is that that Deathberry is impenetrable. That's my headcanon now. You can't kill it. Green has been saying a lot of stuff. I'll read your responses once I get to the boss screen.
Yeah, but again, like I was saying, depending on the company, that's what dictates, you know, like how bad a game is going to go down the tubes.
Yeah. I mean...
But an RPG is an RPG. I don't give a shit how bad the company is.
Well,
you know?
Once an RPG is released, you know, you get like occasional updates. You might get like DLC, but that's it. The game is out.
Yeah.
Like there are very rare cases of games completely changing after its release date, like Fallout 76 and Cyberpunk. Like those are.
I still love Fallout 76, even with the glitches and shit.
Fallout 76.
Don't get me wrong.
Well, here's the thing: Fallout
Everybody
76.
knew it was bad.
Yeah, the original version was bad, but the new version that they made via updates and all that became a legitimately good game. Even someone like Revan, who didn't like the game when it came out, says that it's now good.
Yes.
My thing is that not many games will go through that treatment, though. Like, if the game is bad and then it comes out, more chances than not, it's not gonna get better.
Yes.
But with MMOs,
But if the company cares enough, they will go in there and they will fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Or if it was a mistake. If it was a mistake and if the company
values, like I said, if the company values its players' time, it will go in there and fix its, screw-ups.
I think it also depends on the type of game, because if the game was if the game wasn't like a AAA product or something with a big name on it, chances are they're not going to do anything for it. They're just going to throw it away and just say, we messed up. Or not even say anything at all.
Yeah.
Sega,
like if a company
Sega's
puts
an
out an
example of
RPG.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, like say a company puts out an RPG. Right?
Yeah.
And they don't go in there and they don't do updates and they don't fix it and shit, right?
Yeah.
Or they don't fix it or whatever, right? And they just leave it as is. Yeah, the company never cared. They just saw it as a money grab. But if they went in there and they're constantly putting new content out for it and updating it and putting patches in and, letting the community go, hey, there's a fuck up here. Hey, there's a bug here. Hey, there's a glitch here. You literally have to tell the company, otherwise, it's never going to get fixed.
And in this day and age, being able to fix a game is so much easier than it was back then. Because back in the day, you would have to release a completely different version to fix things. Or heck, don't even tell people you release it. There'd be like a version 1.0 or version 2.0. But nowadays, you can just patch them via the internet. So you get the game and you get the patch and boom, some of those fixes are probably solved. That's why day one patches are a thing. And not a lot of people like that. They prefer to go back to the days when games were quote unquote completed and fixed and didn't need these types of updates and fixes. But that's always been the case.
A lot of people see when the game comes out nowadays, and a lot of companies will do this too, and this is why people get angry.
Yeah.
They'll half-ass a game. And then they'll go, oh, now we'll put the patches in later, or the updates later.
That's something that people don't like,
Yes, and a lot of companies abuse that nowadays.
That's the mentality that people are against, Yeah, before the boss begins, let me just read these. I'm going to warn you, though, you're either going to need mods to help it run on modern systems or delete intro.sdf in the game file. One of those PC games. Good to know.
Yeah.
Plus, JA2... it is one of those games where even veterans will tell you to play on easy because it will kick your ass regardless of difficulty. But easy won't crush your soul. That's fine. I was probably going to play on easy anyways because those types of games are still new to me. Oh wow, right on time. The boss starts.
God forbid you get the Touhou virus.
That was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What did it do again?
It would periodically delete the files off your computer until none of the files existed.
And you had to complete a Touhou game to finish to get it out, right?
And you had to play it on the hardest fucking difficulty.
No! As someone who plays Touhou, that is a fate worse than death.
Yeah. So you literally had to be a god at Touhou.
People were probably able to do it though, like legitimately.
There was a workaround.
Yeah.
There was a way around it.
There was
Yes.
a workaround, yeah. But I'm pretty sure people were able to do it like legitimately, like actually beat the game. Is what I mean.
I mean, you'd have to have a little knowledge in coding, but you could, there was a way to open it up and see how the hack actually worked.
No, yeah.
The spyware malware. No, I'm sorry, wrong thing. It was ransomware.
Oh, okay. That's a little more nasty.
Yeah, but you could go if you knew your coding and stuff. You could turn the windows into go to safe mode, launch it, and then go through the thing if you were a coder back then.
Yeah.
And you could go through it and go, oh, okay, I see where this triggers. I see where that triggers.
And here's
to a coder, it's easy.
Yeah, I mean, any sort of malware, as long as it's not like genius type of malware, you can get through it. But my thing is that like there are a lot of people that probably got through it by completing Touhou at the highest difficulty. Because like when you compare Touhou to other shooters, it's actually not the hardest in its in its genre. In fact, Touhou is usually stated to be the easiest of these type of shooters. Because like usually in shooters, like when you see a giant pattern full of bullets, usually you have to have like god reflexes to dodge them because the entire screen is cluttered. In Touhou games, there's a purpose to the patterns, and usually there are a lot of save spots in them.
Okay.
So Touhou is actually not as cluttered as it probably could be.
Gotcha. All right. But yeah, like I said, because I know, people are probably going to be mad with me, but it's I go for any and all RPGs.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what it is.
I do too.
I don't care what the backlash is about it. I really don't. Like if it's an RPG, I'm going to play it.
I would give examples, but I'm trying to dodge stuff like crisscross-wise.
Your brain's trying to do like 3 different things right now.
Hogwarts, that game Hogwarts. That was the example that I was going to bring up.
Oh, well, that was just people being stupid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, just to get it out of the way, we don't like J.K. Rowling. We don't like her at all, and we don't like what she does.
Guess what? She didn't make the game.
But that's what I was about to say. If you play the game, then that's fine. But, as long as you know that the person is an asshole, then it is what it is. So it's one of those cases of, like, disassociating the work with the author, which you unfortunately have to do a lot nowadays. With a lot of products, because like I went through the same thing with H.P. Lovecraft when I found out everything revolving around the real life person, because like I love H.P. Lovecraft's work, don't like the guy, but you learn to deal with it.
Exactly.
If you like the product that much.
Yep.
I just won't support her though. Like financially support her.
Yeah.
I'll get the game on cheap.
Like I said, I'll play the game. It does not matter to me as far as whether it's an RPG, an MMORPG. As long as it's some form of RPG, I will play it.
Yeah. Wait, are we talking about Ransomware? That one isn't too bad. Was it Ransomware?
I don't know if it was Ransomware specifically. I do know that Mutahar talked about one of them.
Oh, I think I remember seeing that video in passing.
Yes. And it was locked on the hardest difficulty at that time.
That's okay. As bad as it is, that's funny.
Yeah. No, the thing was intentionally locked to the hardest difficulty in that version of Touhou.
Oh my gosh, I got a 1cc. I was too busy talking with you about random shit that I didn't even realize I didn't use a continue. Okay, I'm naming that Renson.
But again, like I said,
yeah.
Like I know people are gonna probably hate me for it, but it's like, I play MMOs, I play RPGs, I play action RPGs. I don't care about the companies. I really don't care.
Yeah, that's not to say you're a bad person.
No, but if I like a game series, I really don't care how bad the company went.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's not my job. My job is to play the game.
And
then
fair.
when I play the game, I tell you whether I like it or not.
Yeah, I think that's
And
the fair
if
reasoning.
if it's an RPG, the answer is always going to be yes. So I'm not somebody to ask, you know, hey, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about that? My response is, it's an RPG. Go away.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, you get that mentality, especially when you become older. Like, sure, when you were younger, it's nice to follow the crowd because, like, oh, you could learn some good opinions about that. You could find out what people like, etc., etc. But when you get older, you're like, I don't really give a shit about what other people think. I like what I like, and I'm going to continue liking what I like.
Exactly.
And that's not a bad mentality to have.
Now, like I said, do I like parts of 14? Yeah, I love Final Fantasy 14. Do I wish the raids were all had the option to be solo raids? Hell yes. I wish there was a way to make them solo raids.
Well, do I have the game for you, Druid? It's called Final Fantasy XI, but you have to go through Play Online. So let me just show you this 3-hour dissertation on how to do it.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's more like a 5-hour dissertation. That's how long it took for me to get it.
What I'm saying is I'm not saying change the whole friggin' dungeon for me because, or for other people because, you need to make a solo version of it. No, leave the dungeon the same way. Just adjust the the amount of bullet sponge that the bosses are.
Or just have have 2 different versions of the dungeon. Does. Yeah,
like DFO. That's literally all DFO does. Is they take the same dungeon.
Yeah.
They don't change anything with the raid. It's still the same raid, even in solo. And you still go through the same mechanics on solo as you would in regular raids.
Mm-hmm.
But the enemies have less health and they're less bullet sponges.
Now, see, that was seemingly to be a thing in A Realm Reborn because all the dungeons have, what is it called, AI support? But...
Yeah, but I mean, just outright. Like, leave the dungeons the same, but don't change anything with it.
No,
like,
yeah,
that's
what AI support was. You would just have AI characters helping you as the 3 different roles that you would have in place of playing characters.
I'm saying you didn't even need the AI option. Just adjust the dungeons. Like, let the dungeons auto-adjust.
Yeah.
So if you go in solo, it should auto-adjust to you. If you go in with 2 people, it should auto-adjust for the 2 people. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying now. I think that probably that would have been a little too much work, I think. Like, that would have been...
Oh, well...
I know, Square Enix, too much work. Like, I'm in the same boat as you. I complain about that as well. But looking at it from, like, a developer standpoint, that would be, like, 3 times the amount of work for the dungeon creation, and I don't think they would go through that process. I think Square Enix being the way they are, they wouldn't think that being lucrative enough to put that on their budget.
Yeah.
Also,
so what I'm basically saying is Korean MMOs are better.
that's true for you. It's a good thing Scar isn't in this car, or he'd be like, not really. Even in Donpachi series, routing is more important 90% of the time than reflexes. I
mean,
I can't discern that because I haven't played Donpachi, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I guess bullet patterns and strategies to get through those patterns is a thing in most other Danmaku bullet hell games, but from what I have heard and from what I have seen, Touhou is very much more in the spectacle type of bullet hell, where it's more about how beautiful they are and the patterns may not be as dense as other type of Danmaku / bullet hell games. But I haven't had much experience outside of Touhou when it comes to those types of games. I think I've only played 1 other Danmaku game. No, 2 other Danmaku games. One was an Xbox 360 marketplace game called Vorpal, which I think was made by a Touhou fan. And it was this like really cool... Yeah, it was like this really cool bullet hell that was black and white. and had some really good trance music. Fortunately, I don't think it's available anywhere because like it was on the Xbox 360 marketplace. So probably gone forever. I wish I could play that game again because the soundtrack is fire. And then there was another game on the Xbox 360. It had like, okay, so the cover had these 3 anime girls that kind of look like gothic Lolitas, and it was this left to right Gradius style bullet hell game. And I only played a little bit of it because I didn't really feel it. Like I didn't get into it. But that's the only type of experience I have outside of Touhou that is bullet hell. Green says, it should be noted that Lovecraft got over his flaws late in his life and his wife was instrumental in that. Oh, I actually didn't know that. That's interesting. It's good to know, actually. But still, that still falls in line with disassociating the author with the work. If the author has done something that you aren't accepting or liking of, and you still like the story / media that they create, like, it's okay to still like the media. And I will say that there is a difference between liking the media and supporting the author. Like, if you liking the media still supports them, then you also have every right to just not support them anymore. Like, there comes a fine line and a counterbalance. What the fuck? And a counterbalance. Sorry, I have Touhou on the brain. You know, everybody needs to come and all that. No one's gonna get that unless they've seen the previous streams.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear to God, anyone who hasn't seen my previous streams, it's an inside joke. It's not what you think. We swear, it's just Skeletor wanting everybody to come. I like this icicle move. It's interesting. I wonder if it'll get more powerful as I get more power. Death smiles.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze is happy to see you. Nah.
Yeah. So how's the wife, Mr. Freeze? Yeah. Wait, you could have warned me earlier.
Yeah.
So it was Death Smiles. That sounds familiar. Yeah, I did play a little bit of that. Is that on anything else? Because like I wouldn't mind playing that again just to get like familiar of it again. I have my case of it. I still have it in my game shelf, but I don't know if it's on anything else. If it is, I'll try it one of these days. Anyways, Druid, tomorrow we're going to be playing some Shin Megami Tensei 1 with Hydra.
Okay.
So if you're around, like 12 my time.
Yeah, I should be around.
Alrighty. Trying to think about what I can do on Thursday, because like I know we're doing SMT 1 tomorrow, and I know we're doing Tactics on Friday, because I already talked about it with Hydra, but Thursday's going to be a free day, and I kind of want to stream as much as possible. I want to... Okay, so my plan is I'm trying to stream almost every day I can for this week and the next week, because I have something really big planned for the channel.
Your plan is not to turn into a skeleton. Nah.
Nah, I've been streaming so much that my genitalia has started to become bones. And Spirit was warning that our streams weren't like that. Well, he lied.
That sounds like a problem.
That sounds like a you problem. Your genitalia are gone. Sounds like a skill issue.
Don't have a Dandadan situation, do we?
Oh, I love that anime. Other Skeletor.
Nah.
Finally, I found someone that's just as handsome as me. The only one that can match my beauty is me.
Here's a mirror. Nah.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the favorite waifu of them all?
You. Nah.
Skeletor as a Touhou girl.
Yeah.
That is scary. There is a skeleton Lennon character. Lennon is this fan-made
Nah, I'm a pretty princess. Nah.
It's a franchise made by a fan named Jinx, who is kind of like inspired by the Touhou franchise, so he created his own like series of games that are similar to it. And there's this character who's just she's covered in skeletons, apparently. She's covered in fossils.
Gotcha.
And, like, I can imagine Skeletor, if he was like a Touhou girl, would just look exactly like that person. Wow, okay, this is just a shotgun icicle. Icicle shotgun, baby. I should have died there. I was inside the bullet. You mean she was wearing bullets? That's just fancy talk, Marissa. If you really want to be good at Danmaku, you gotta hold up your pinky like this. Damn it. No, Patrick, a continue is not for a 1cc. Wow, I actually didn't catch her that card. Should have just bombed when I had the chance.
Oh, I love Hydra today. He goes, hey, I don't want you to progress any further on Throne and Liberty.
Oh, really now?
I'm level 20 already. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's gonna fucking happen when he comes back and sees what you did?
He's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I keep telling him. Yes. But I keep telling him. Catch up and then surpass me. That's what I tell everybody.
I still need to do that with Samurai Warriors 5.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with it too.
Yeah, I have to go back to it.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that moon subshot seems broken as fuck. Oh, it is. That's why I'm using it as much as I can. It destroys spell cards.
I'm the type of person, Spirit,
yeah,
where I'm like, I want to lose. Somebody make me lose, please.
You're fucking masochist.
Yeah, no, I literally want someone to beat me. Like, do it, please. Beat me at this game, please. I want you to.
You would be the perfect Touhou girl. Fight me, blow me up, do anything.
like surpass me, you know.
Seriously,
that's what I ask.
Seriously,
That's
Dokuda.
all I ask from anybody.
Yeah, seriously, Dokuda. The yellow subshot is just so good. It absolutely breaks the third boss's like spell card. I think it was like the third spell card. You're gonna see it. No, Patrick, Touhou is not an anime.
and Spirit, the reason I tell people to do that, like catch up to me and then surpass me, is because I want to surpass them.
You fucking egotistical bastard.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Scootus.
I want you to beat what I can't beat. You can beat it that way? Okay, I'm going to use that logic and improve on it. Thank you.
I love how I just start out with the icicle shotgun. It's like, or it's more like an icicle railgun, really. It's like, why won't you fucking die? Alright, I'm starting to feel a little bit sluggish from like the 3 hours of playtime.
I mean, Spirit, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole when I say
Oh,
that,
you are.
but that's how you get. That's improvement.
Dude, I know, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
What he really
but,
wanted
like,
from us
that-
was to
that's
show our
advancement.
best.
Yes, that's all I want. Is advancement. Like, I'm stuck on this spot.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can surpass me at that spot. Oh, you surpassed me at that spot. Interesting. So that's how you do it. Now I'm gonna play better because you showed me how to do something better.
Exactly.
That's why I tell people beat me or catch up to me and then surpass me. 'Cause
Beat
then I'm gonna use that
me.
information to beat you.
Well, what if they do something to where they complete the entire game and so you can't really beat them anymore? You're basically at
Then
the
I
exact
copy
same
them.
level.
Yeah, then I copy them and I go, okay, You beat me. Congrats.
Wow, apparently you are the symbiotic relationship druid.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
but
Froggy
that's
and
how
I
I
share
am.
a symbiotic existence. Whatever happens to him, I feel. So you think
because I won't.
Yeah.
The reason I do that is because I won't get better at that game, or I won't get better at that situation, unless somebody proves to me or shows me that there's another way to get past that.
Okay.
And then I go, oh, okay. See, I wasn't thinking like that. Now I will use that to make it better in my situation.
So I can beat you at your own game and make you cry.
Yes, and then you do it back to me.
Okay, Drew. Going back to your comment, Green, so is that why Big shoved Froggy up his ass? So that you could feel what it's like up his ass? You spend all that time shoving me up your ass! Can you believe that Nexus has never watched any of those videos? Those Sonic
Really?
short videos? Yeah, we need to get him and Scar to watch them, because Scar hasn't watched them either.
I know.
Like, you'd think
I don't
Scar,
think-
of all people, would.
I don't. Pally, I believe, has watched some of the YTP Sonic stuff, but not many.
You mean the one about Dr. Robotnik singing to Tails about being his son?
No, the one where Sonic was in jail, and it was expectation versus reality.
Oh, I don't
That one,
remember that one, actually.
really, I gotta give that one back.
Are
I
you
gotta go
fucking-
to that one.
The fucking ice railgun with the invisible moon, imperishable moon, and the focused shot type power increase, and I still wasn't able to beat that Death Fairy. That Death Fairy is immortal! Power loss is still hella cruel. Oh, it is. It really is. Especially with the imperishable moon, the yellow sub. Because I'm at full power, the options are bigger. When I'm at like 3 or less power, they are smaller. So you definitely want to be at full power at all times. And fucking look at this. I'm erasing fucking everything. There is no game.
Yes.
Also, I finally liberated Drasen, and Drana's trying to send special forces and take it back. Hey, nice. I have no idea what any of that means, but good luck.
The only game is the game.
But Druid, that's against the rules.
Not if I use it the way I use it.
Oh, you naughty
Again.
player.
And yes, that was intentional.
Yes.
The wording that I did state.
Marissa, go on top of the pyramid. Yay, she's on top of the pyramid. Alright, let's beat this so we can get this crystal. Also, I want to show off just how broken this can be on one of her spell cards. This yellow subtype. Alright, first things first, erase some of these. And run straight into a bullet. I didn't count. I didn't count. Turn-based game? Yeah, based on me. I mean, you could technically make that joke with RPG Maker.
You could, yes. I think Albert Odyssey did.
I'm just gonna bomb this because, like, I've never. This spell card gives me anxiety. I still didn't get full power. Yeah, the whole full power thing is really annoying in this game, and it has been annoying for quite a while. I remember Touhou 18 being a real bitch with that. You actually had to, like, get certain cards to make it so you don't actually lose more power than you should. Alright, start from up here, and then just erase some of these bullets. Wow, look at that. That was a spell card. Oh, damn it! I ran straight into it!
Hey, can somebody get Hydra a pad, like a surface or something?
A what?
A surface.
A surface?
Hello?
Hey, Sky. We're in the middle of a live stream.
We are currently driving back to the hotel right now.
Nice.
Okay.
Still
Me
on.
and
Still snooping as usual, I see. Damn, that actually distracted me.
Me and Fire were hanging out with my mom. It was cool and chaotic at the same time.
Awesome.
With my mom. You know how people drive, like they've been driving for years to the point where it seemed like they drive chaotically, but like they know what the fuck they doing.
Yeah.
And and I can feel Fire just like grip the back of my seat, and you're just like, what the hell's going on? I'm like,
That's me whenever I'm driving with my mother. Oh, damn it.
my mom like, it's okay, man. Don't feel it's okay, boy. You gotta be scared, man. I won't hurt you. I promise.
Yeah, at this point, I'm just gonna get through this boss. I am doing horribly in this run.
Anyways, we will probably call you when we get back to the hotel. It's been chaotic, and I'll explain everything to y'all, okay?
Sure.
Alright.
It was
knows,
fun, though, but like,
Yeah?
yeah, I mean, it was fun, though, but it was just like So, my grandma called me and saying, like, you know, oh, me and my mom and everybody, we can go to the beach and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, it was like
Really hoping I'd get that one.
It was almost 7 o'clock or whatnot, and I just wanted to like go ahead and just go
I want to go.
and stuff, and so like go.
I think I might have just noticed an interesting pattern with that spell card that could help me in the next run. Interesting. Yeah, that homing hyper is straight trash. It is.
But then when we get back, call y'all when we get back to the hotel.
Alrighty, see you then.
Okay.
Yeah, the icicle railgun is fun conceptually, but it barely does any damage, so this is literally just to unlock it though. Trying to think, like, what is the best main story crystal that I have gotten so far? I like some of the erasure ones. I really like the blue one, but I also really like the green one too. There's so many decisions. Anyways, our ranking is being flooded by malware, so pinging the most well-known review of JA2 Spirit. Yeah, I saw that, Green. Thank you. I'll be sure to watch that later. Alright, now, what other things are we missing here? We're missing this one, which I think is the subterranean option. And we're also missing the one with the wolf. So let me check the list real quick on the wiki. I can't believe we're unlocking all of these tonight. Alright, so yellow subterranean creates a barrier which absorbs hits while hyper is active. Okay. What about the shot type for it? Shoots 3 shots forward and damages surrounding enemy. No, wait, that's oh, okay. So that's the shot type. Shoots 3 shots forward. Alright, well, let's try to unlock that one then. And apparently if I leave this infinite, we'll get those 3 shot types. So I'm gonna try that at the very least. Let's replace this with... I kind of like the spread frogs. I also kind of like just having the erasure bullets again. You know what, let's just go with frogs. Frogs, baby, frogs. The nice thing about Nautico snake shots is that they travel perfectly straight. If you dodge the first bullet, you dodge all the rest. Okay, yeah, that's what I was assuming. Unlike with Takane. Like, Takane is just stupid. I always hate fighting this. Also, what the fuck is that outline up there? I think I might need to read the effect again. Okay, what is this thing that's in front of me? And why am I scared by it? Shoots 3 shots forward and damages their surrounding enemies. Creates a barrier which absorbs hits while hyper is active. Each absorbed hit drains hyper duration. It's not what I'm looking at. But okay. Wow, thank you, game. Yes, I know that was me for freezing it right there, but fuck you, game, anyways.
Oh, I finally got the copy of Luis.
Sweet. Did Hydra get the copy of Luis?
I'm saying where I live now.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about the game.
Oh, God. No. That conversation ended like a couple of minutes ago.
I'm sorry, Drew. Anyways, you got a copy?
Yes, I have a copy of Luis now.
Sweet.
And I signed something officially. I initialized it.
Mm-hmm.
So now, I have to go when Joe's mom's ready. We have to go to the DMV so I can get my stuff switched over.
Okay, okay.
So instead of saying Brick, New Jersey, it's got to say Manchester. Alright.
Alright, so I'm noticing something. So the giant circle in front of me is the thing that's shooting the 3 shots. I kinda don't like this. I think I might just have to go back to the Eraser bullets, because I just want to unlock this thing. Anyways, yeah, so you need to
Yeah, I need to switch it from Brick to Manchester.
Okay, okay.
And then I have to go get that changed. I have to go to the mail, to the post office, have the mail switched from that house to this house now, so that everything comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
This way, if I need to send mail out, I'll have the money to do it.
Nice.
Yeah, then I can ship it out. Or if I get a chance, Guy or Laura could get the mail. I could, somebody could come to the house and pick up mail.
It'll make it easier for you.
Yeah.
Good, but after that, it sounds like your living situation is going to be fully taken care of then.
Yes. And Guy's fixing the house up for Dad, so should something happen, I can still go back there. Guy said it's fine.
Well, I don't think anything bad will happen, considering you're getting the lease ready, you're getting all the stuff related to Social Security ready. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Like, unless... I'm not even gonna say anything bad. Like, unless terrible stuff happens, then I'm sure you'll be okay.
Yeah. Because like I said, if something happens and I have to move, then what I'll do is I'll just have Joe's mom drop off the computer.
Mm-hmm.
The thing. So, and then the surge protector that I have.
Mm-hmm.
This way, then Guy will have it at that house.
Is
Guy knows I have a key. So.
Yeah. And they're taking care of your dad, right?
Guy's fixing the house up, so yeah. He's got the key. He's got a key to the house. Dad's got a key.
Yeah, sounds about right then.
So he already said he's not changing the lock, so
It'd be a bitch move if he did.
Yeah,
considering you're not in the house anymore.
Yeah.
Don't want to collect those crystals. Damn it. Alright, well, this effect is on. It's on! It's on like Donkey Kong, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, we don't have any damn dirty monkeys in this game.
Wow.
Well, I'm talking about Sun Beaten. What did you think I was talking about, Druid? Wow, Druid. I can't believe you would assume that about me. What am I, Scar?
No, I thought you were Frieza.
Oh, that's fair. Wow, Druid assuming that I'm an alien.
Yes, well. I mean, are you an alien or are you Carlos?
I'm Carlos.
Yes.
Plot twist, Carlos is actually an alien.
Yeah.
That's why he was assimilating everybody in tactics. Everybody must be blonde. Which, oh gosh, now that I think about it, assimilating everybody to become blonde and blue eyes. That's opening another can of worms that we probably shouldn't go down.
Yeah, probably not.
Oh gosh, I wasn't able to hit her a lot. Come on, come on. Okay, we got her just in time. Phrasing! What do you mean green? It's almost... Gee, Lois, it reminds me of the time when we talked about everybody in this game coming. I still need to make that compilation, by the way. That whole part of just us being completely out of context and just Nexus being hella confused the entire time.
Yeah. Didn't he leave, come back, and then leave again or something like that?
Yeah, he did, and then we talked about...
Confused.
We immediately responded to him coming back, saying that he came. I'm in the process of like making a bunch of shorts for my channel too, because like apparently shorts are all the rage nowadays.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and apparently it's also good promotion too. So
it is.
I have like 20 different moments that I can make into shorts throughout the last couple of months of streams that I've done. Including the stream that I did with Scar talking about the Proud family, louder and prouder.
Yeah, the one we where we talked to Max.
That one too. Jared, you're lucky you weren't there during Scar's stream.
Yeah, I'm probably glad I wasn't there.
Hey, Jared, do you actually want to know about the Proud family, louder and prouder? Because I can tell you.
Well, wasn't there a show called Loud and Proud?
Why is it that I have something, and every single time you come back to me and you bite back? Why can't I have my thing to win?
Because I'm hungry.
Well, here, get some chicken.
Thank you.
I was gonna use that chicken to lure Scar, but I guess he's not here.
Nope, he is not. So that is mine. Thank you.
Wow, these stones, these wonder stones have a lot of HP. They're very tanky.
Ah, yes, the magic wonder stones, and then the wonder twins come in. Did somebody say wonder twins? No.
Oh my gosh! If the final boss of this game is a double battle, I am going to eat Druid's shoe.
I don't think you should.
No, I don't know where that's been.
Yeah.
Wouldn't. That said, I would take being called a monkey or gorilla as an insult. Monkeys are intelligent and gorillas would likely kick that person's ass, or wouldn't kick that person's ass.
This is true.
Yeah.
Now, Frieza, on the other hand, is too arrogant for his own good and would do something stupid.
It's okay, he's been beaten by, like, multiple monkeys in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big fan of this boss's non-spells. I'll have to look up someone's, like, strategy for these things, because, like, they are way too fast for me, and I do not like that. I do not like them. I don't like it, Druid. Leave me alone.
Thanos does not like this.
I'm really feeling it.
Yeah.
The problem with this is that I have absolutely no spread. It's like I can't actually hit her. I'm also trying to do like the Mitsuhashi strategy, the Parsi strategy of like trying to aim it the other way. Don't say "aw" like you know what that means. No, I failed it.
I do know it's a tactic.
Soiled it. Soiled it. Soiled it. It's my tactic, Druid. You know where I learned it? From Final Fantasy Tactics. Only on Fridays. Whoa, 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 whoa! Yeah, I haven't done like a 3-hour Touhou stream in a long time. The thing about 3-hour Touhou streams is that I get really, really hungry, and then I get really, really tired and sluggish with my playstyle. Again, we're only doing this just to unlock the crystals. I already have a replay, apparently, of me doing a 1cc, which I wasn't even paying attention to. In terms of the best build that I've found so far, I'm actually really liking the green crystal. I might actually... Okay, so I like the extra power added by this, by the red Scarlet Devil crystal, but I think I might go with the other red... the Chaos Emerald. I don't remember the names, unfortunately. I'll go with the Chaos Emerald for my assist, because I also really like the fact that I can just activate these hyper attacks really, really quickly. So, like, it makes stages and boss fights significantly easier.
Okay.
On the other hand, I also do really like these frogs that I can summon with my non-focus attack. They're pretty good to spread, and also pretty good at doing splash damage. Hey Druid, you're big. Have you ever performed splash damage on anybody?
Yes.
Oh really? Tell me more.
I'd rather not.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
there was this one time behind it, and we're not finishing that statement.
Hey Druid, tell me your entire past in excruciating detail.
Nope.
Okay.
So when I joined the cult...
Oh, you mean the same cult that Jake joined in order to get over Rose?
No.
Was it the cult before or after he got into a one-night stand with Stitch?
No, I'm talking about actuality.
Okay. I'm talking about real life, motherfucker.
Yeah. And it wasn't a cult, it was a church.
Yeah, no.
A certain kind of church we won't talk about.
Oh, what did it also... Okay, yeah, we're gonna drop that.
Yeah.
But Druid, I have questions. Nope.
No.
So I feel like we're gonna go into the pyramid in the full game. I'm looking forward to seeing, like... I hope we get to see Set. Like, if there's a girl based off of Set,
Egyptian?
I'm gonna be happy. Yeah, this game is apparently Egyptian themed.
Huh, okay. That's cool.
Which is interesting. I like this character because she's like fully decked out in like this Egyptian archaeologist design, and I really like it. Also, you can definitely tell that I'm like... Yeah.
Egyptian cyberpunk style music.
Honestly, that does sound pretty based. Also, yeah, you can definitely tell that I'm like really, really tired and hungry.
Yeah. And do you realize that you are not you when you are hungry?
Spirit, eat a Snickers. Why? You're not you when you're hungry. Better? Turns out I'm a demon.
Yeah.
I mean, according to one of my friends, I am a demon.
Are you? I don't know if you are.
I don't know. Apparently my character Spirit is like half demon.
Oh, okay.
I kind of like the idea because, I don't know, if I were to incorporate my OC Spirit into like into a Shin Megami Tensei game, he probably would be a demon instead of a devil summoner. I could see you being the devil summoner though, Drew.
No, I'd be like the Black Rider, but without the horse. I'd beat you up with it, and I'd beat you up. I'd use the candelabra as a mace.
Yeah, so like exactly how I drew you then.
Yeah. But it's like, because it's the candelabra, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So instead of me just flinging it at you as an enemy, I would spin it and then hit you with it.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be like the last run of the game. Scar's going to be like, but I just got here. That's fine. I'm not going to stream anymore. I'm just going to be on the call.
Yeah.
I need to do some tactics grinding before Friday. Gotta get Agrius motherfucking Oaks, after all. Wow, I really am just invincible while I have this effect on.
What effect is it?
Invincibility, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Okay, one more spell card. This one's the doozy. Let's see if
Anytime I hear effect, the first thing I think of is like, oh, like, you know, like on internet effect or something like that.
I try not to move a lot. I think I understand the spell card now. Just move slightly to the right when you get into that opening. Yeah, I was moving way too much. Wow. Okay, I think I figured this thing out. On the final run, no less. All right, I think we have one crystal remaining, but like I literally cannot continue today. I'm just too damn tired and too hungry. They made green chili. So we're eating green chili tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. This was fun. I like this game. This is a really fun concept. Next time we play this, I will either... Okay, so we collected most, if not all, the crystals. I haven't collected this one yet. I will either do another session of this, or I will probably just wait for the full game to come out. Either way, I'm definitely going to play this off screen if that's the case. But, Touhou 20 seems to be doing well so far. I am liking the whole customizable concept, and it's pulling all the stuff that I loved from 18 into this game. So looking forward to when the full game is announced and released. Until then, we will be continuing with the Touhou Marathon by playing Touhou 11 on Thursday, so look forward to that. Tomorrow we're going to be playing Shin Megami Tensei 1, and then Thursday will be Touhou and also Kyu-Yaku Megami Tensei, and then Friday we'll be doing Tactics. So if you're interested in any of those streams, then look forward to that. Be sure to subscribe and also, I guess, hit the bell if you want to be notified on when I stream. I don't know. This is like the first time I've ever really said that. Feels weird saying that. In any case, thank you guys for being here for this stream, and hope to see you next time. So, goodbye, everybody. Say goodbye, dude.
Hello.
Damn you, Druid. Also, you're incredibly big compared to me.
Well, who made me big?
God did, Druid. God did.
No, you did.
Good night, everybody.
I told you not to draw me that big. What did you do?